me to like. It just felt so unnecessarily happy, and like like for Florida to be this like phallic shape of of the state, and just be this phallic shape of the nation. Miami, when take away the stars, the glitz, the glam, it's a vibe. It's an absolute vibe. But I mean, how long do you visit? How long can you stay in Miami before it's too much? I you know I feel, yeah, 2 weeks might be you're not. But I think it's not the locals as much as it is the 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 personification of locals. So the people who do too much. You run the risk of, wait, yeah, you are. I can see your voice. Huh. No, I don't even mess with all of that. I can literally see your voice activating on. Oh wait, maybe I have it turned off. Hold on. Do, 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 do. No shot. Mm, what? Hold on, let me pull up the stream. Oh, Willow's here. Well, you're listening, so you said you can't hear it. Okay, then I'll switch it out to. Uh, all right, hold on. We'll make this work. Well, I. Um. Oh wait, Willow's here. Okay. Out 3v1. Sure. Ba 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 ba. I just think that's ridiculous that I can hear you, but why wouldn't you come through that speaker? Okay, here you go. All right, now I got both of them in there. And that one is oh wait, yeah, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. Monitor and output.
Okay.
All right, now try it.
1 2 test. Okay, I'm coming through that.
Yeah. It was a protective measurement. All
Why are
right,
you protecting people from me? That's fucked up.
I'm protecting the internet from strangers. That's what I'm really doing. Because I kept getting in trouble with, there's some people who are really pretentious on the internet who think like they're VODs. Like, what? I would rate somebody and have their, like, and obviously I leave, right? But it will still be recorded on my channel. And then I come back and get a copyright strike for having their stuff in my video. So I, I just had to start putting people on mute on that soundtrack. I don't know. It's just one of the most diabolical ways to figure out that people really think they about that life. And you know what? More power to them. They deserve to be part of that life. All right. What's up, party people? Yag has graciously decided to join us and get some talk shit off her chest. And I'm gonna be here not just being informed. I'm not just to be informed. I'm now fully informed. So I'm ready to give some of my own hot takes. Um, and I want to start off gently. Starting off,
Get this shit informed.
yeah, starting off real gently. Don't want people to be scared or disillusioned. But let's just start off with a simple
Maybe a little bit.
topic. Okay, a little bit. Why is the DSA a terrorist organization? Clap it. Well, I just want to know.
Get down.
I just want to know.
Because
what
it's
makes
scary.
what makes the DSA so bad? We're looking at a few articles here, and the goal is, as a person who's outside looking in, because I just had this conversation with you, Yag, and we're talking about what makes a candidate disqualifying in the November election that's coming up, and even coming from a perspective of why the DSA's presence is so important. But I want to just start with the illusion of choice. The illusion of choice when you pick moderate Democrats is to want to go back to what the status quo was. And I don't want to ring any alarm bells. Yes, that is better than we're currently experiencing, but it will not move us forward. And this inability for us to move forward is why we keep ending up with the frustration of no change or no results. Like, it's the reason why our congressional age average is 68 years old. It comes from this lack of belief that our votes matter. And in true formal fashion, it is the only thing that will matter in the near future. So it's good news if we can take the House. It's great news if we can take the Senate. 2028, it's amazing if we can have all three. Because we have a blueprint that shows you can do whatever the hell you want when you're in office. So imagine if you use it to do some good. And if you ever wanted a gut check, I'm gonna call him the father of the DSA in America, uh, Zoran, sitting comfortably giving the checks and balances to people who deserve it. I don't think there's a more powerful endorsement from the Democratic Party than Zoran right now. And that's coming from the DSA spokesperson, a person who speaks humbly and validates candidates. Do you feel the same about that, and do you also have the same contention with us at least grabbing the House and the power of us grabbing the Senate?
Well, I think there's still the AOC element to it, is that but other than that, yeah, those two are definitely the two strongest endorsements for Democrats for sure.
Mm,
Um, but and what's been interesting about it is that they've kind of been doing this strategy with who and when they endorse lately,
mm,
which I gave her some shit internally, like for not endorsing certain candidates at certain times, but I think especially when Zoran took office, I think that kind of like staggered endorsement thing that they've been doing has been working out pretty good. So we'll see how well that pans out in the general, where it
mm,
matters, because in most races that we're going to be talking about, um, it's not going to matter because mostly the primaries that'll matter because safe blue seats, right?
mm,
Um, in terms of the impact of holding all three arms in 28, yeah, of course that's going to be huge if we're able to take hold of those of all three in 28. The question is, are we going to be able to do that? And I think it's still a little too far out to project. What I can tell you though is that I think I think we can. I remembered like about half a year ago we were talking about this with regards to the shutdown, especially, right?
mm.
Are we going to be able to take the Senate? And I
Yes.
think at that time I said it's a
I feel
very
like you have a
very
negative
narrow
outlook
chance.
on the world.
Yeah.
I was more
And I think at the
optimistic.
time I said it was going to be like a very narrow
Mm,
like chance. Like we're obviously going to take the House.
mm,
That's not negotiable. With Senate, I think my prediction was that it's going to be 50-50.
mm,
Because we know a certain ogre that's going to either flip or just caucus with the Republicans.
mm,
But now, well, okay. So I say this, I say I'm more optimistic now, but then again, we also did have Graham Plattner, that effect, so
yeah, yeah.
I guess we'll see.
I feel like at the halfway point of any election, the grips of the power, especially if there's not a consecutive, like, the thing about Obama is, in his two consecutive elect years, is he had the power and momentum from his first election to carry people into the next. So for him, he was able to still rally power. John Cornyn is talking shit about Trump in broad daylight. Now, you could talk shit about somebody, but when he tells you to sit and you sit, it don't really mean that much shit to me, Like, it doesn't mean anything if you don't vote if you don't vote in the quality or care of your constituents. So there's a plethora of things that you can ding on, but my vision for the Senate is we have to go hard. And I don't know, and I think, like, from the time we spoke about this last time to the time now, I still sit very comfortably in the idea that there is a dissatisfaction, like there's a taste of bitter tree bark in people's mouth with the decisions they've made. A lot of people have had to eat humble pie quietly in the corner. And for them to sit back idly and not allow their voice to correct their mistakes. You don't have to come out openly. Like, whenever somebody comes on the internet and says, "Oh, I voted for Trump, but I didn't vote for this." Hey, shut the fuck up. We ain't here to grieve you. We're not here to sully
Here to
or
win.
yeah, we don't care about that shit. Just make sure you vote the right way the next time, loser.
Yeah.
So, like, that's where that attitude comes from. That's where that concern comes from. But with that being said, what does voting the next time mean? And I love that the DSA's website kind of just plainly puts it there. Hey, these are our priorities. National Labor Commission, National Electoral Committee. This one is fascinating. This one I think is probably the most important one. Getting rid of the Electoral College is probably the most detrimental thing to happen to politics since it happened. And you got to remember, the Electoral College was invented back in the day when they used to use doom buggies and horse carriage to mail in votes. Like, that's why it mattered so much, but not anymore. The Green New Deal, if you don't see the importance of there being some type of active campaign for climate change, because it's no longer
Well, I mean,
enough
it's
to
going to
be.
be pretty. It's going to be pretty hard to argue against it literally right now. But yeah,
No,
yeah.
like, the thing about it is, like, remember, like, back in the day they used to call it a hoax. Then they used to say it's not that bad, and now they're just making fun of you, and because they denied it. Now they're just making fun of people who still say so, like, oh, hey guys, this guy's worried about flooding, and like he's never seen a flood before. Bitch, people are dying. There's a flood in Houston during in the middle of the summer. There's so much literal smoke fire. We're gonna talk about it later that it might collapse an international game. And oh, by the way, the fires in Minnesota will not go out until there is active snow on the ground. Hospitals are running out of oxygen tanks, and no, we're not in COVID. People still dying from it though. Housing Justice Commission. This is something that actually is in practice happening now. Republican and Democratic bipartisan agreement on a housing bill that sat on Trump's desk because he was being a bitch about it. But we got that settled. And then International Committee. This is dealing with literally everything that we used to make for an amalgamation in the future, and putting that forth as a forthright thing, something we wanted to do. And then trans right and bodily autonomy. Just basic stuff. Shout out to Pete Hessex wanting our T levels to go up though. Yeah,
He's making
in this
trends.
list, in this list, is there anything that speaks to you on a passionate level or just a political level?
I mean, besides the obvious one,
Sure.
I can't. Okay, so here's the thing. I can't really like separate them because they're all speaking to kind of just like the same principle, right?
Mm.
It's just that we kind of this country's kind of fucked. You know what I mean? It's like it's this is it's changes so that I don't know, so that we can try to start doing better for regular people.
Sure. Sure. So
I,
then let's. I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was just that was it. It's like those all of those pieces are like so inextricably linked that I can't like you can't implement them in isolation, I think.
No, I think you're right, and I and I like to think that I'm sometimes a single voter's worst nightmare because I do like to. One thing I think you talked about was uh, if you are not a DSA candidate, I want to know what made you disqualifying because I'm looking right now at the Wisconsin governor's race, and we just had a situation where the Democratic moderate, and I love the fact that we're now getting. Remember, like 3 years ago, where they're like, it's either you're a Dem or you're a Republican. Now we got the Democratic moderate, we got the DSA, we got the Republican moderate, we got the MAGA Republican. So we've already splintered off into these four subsets, and I love
Even
that.
more, we're also splintering on like progressive but not DSA.
And that is where this conversation, because right now I'm looking at Mandela Barnes sitting comfortably between Joel Brennan and Francesca Hong, and in this group Mandela Barnes rings a bell to me because I actually remember his campaign from last year, and I thought highly of him winning. He had the chops to win because he's already held a position in the role or close to the role. His proximity to it is pretty clean. And on top of that, he does have a lot of progressive based ideas. So much so that he wasn't represented as the moderate Democrat in this one. They picked someone else who dropped out to yesterday because of financial BS. But Francesca Hong is actually the DSA representative. And immediately, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, you said she's a fit to win, and I was a little apprehensive. Talk to me a little bit about what it means to not to be a DSA candidate versus a progressive candidate.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about this pre-stream, some inside baseball. Is that we started looking into Mandela Barnes, and his record on previous elections on who was donating to him was not great. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say it's like disqualifying necessarily, but it was raising eyebrows. But then
Yes.
again, it was also 2020. I was willing to concede that, like, okay, maybe he changed, and his website now does list End Citizens United PAC as one of his supporters.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't take corporate money anymore. However, all of that, all of his positions
Mm-hmm.
are in comparison to those same positions plus an open socialist running, right?
Yeah.
Openly self-describes as a socialist and endorsed by the DSA, DSA member. Like, in order to be endorsed by the DSA, you actually have to be a DSA member. So,
Mm.
and that's not just you write to the DSA and ask them to endorse you. You have to be a member, and to be a member, you have to pay your dues, and you have to actually like you have to self-describe openly as a socialist, which, in the current political climate is somewhat of a liability, right? You would think. Or at least like traditionally, correct?
I won't yield to it. And admittedly, as a person who I'm, I, you've been on this hype train a lot longer than I have. Admittedly, I'm someone that is probably 3 or 4 months start becoming a believer. I feel like you've had me
Mhm.
beat by like 4 months on this, and I just wasn't buying it at first. But their
Right. But
messaging
then you
helped
saw
that a
the wins
lot.
in New York.
Yeah, the messaging helped. New York helped significantly in the messaging of this because for the life of me, I didn't know what a good one looked like. So I didn't have anything to compare it to. And that is
Well,
the
you
most
had me,
flat.
bitch.
Well, fair enough, fair enough. But you're not here voting for things that I need right now. So I can only base it off of what I got. But I think the thing that most people need, at least in this country, the citizens here for sure, they need a physical example of it. And and I mean, Zoran, what a glory. You can't tell me them winning the championship, like you can't write this stuff. He's saying that your kids don't have to pay for. Imagine taking your kid to school and not having to pay for their lunch. Next Friday, he's having a summer fest where he's opening up all the rec centers past 12 a.m. 12 a.m. on that Friday night, so the parents can drop their kids off and they can go get
Well, probably not now due to the smoke, but we'll get to that later.
oh yeah, we'll get to that later. Uh, but yeah, I think Brantley Felix on YouTube. But yeah, you want to put somebody in timeout on YouTube?
Holy shit! What the fuck? What
Uh,
the hell
uh,
happened?
uh, I don't know if I don't know if I the only person I need a moderator from is from you.
Well, maybe if you become a moderator, then you can time yourself out.
Yeah, well, we'll see you in about 24 hours, brother. But Shmel, you mentioned funding looks a bit sus. Who you making reference to? Uh,
Specifically, J.P. Morgan Chase.
oh, if you're talking about Mandela, his funding did look kind of sus. J.P. Morgan Chase, Berkshire Hathaway was his 10th. Yeah, the two of them for sure had. We didn't. Joel, we looked at Joel's opening statement and we were like, "Nah, brother, we'll we'll leave it there." But Mandela, once again, in his earlier years, very questionable. 2020 to be exact. It's 2026. He's now ran twice. Now, here's the question I'll ask of you. If the Democrats picked him up as the moderate, would you see any reason to believe that the Democratic Party is moving further left just because they're trying to accommodate
Well,
him?
well, to be fair to him, I don't think they're actually running him as the moderate option, which
No,
is
they're not.
the interesting part.
They
Because it's
lost.
Joel, right?
I believe it's Joel or the Kendall lady, but the Kendall lady's too
Yeah.
has too few votes to even matter. So if they had to pick between Joel and Caldwell, who just re-entered because Sarah dropped out, I would believe Caldwell would be the person they picked because obviously he re-entered with the notion with the he obviously got the tip off from the DNC that we will back you. So I'm assuming the Caldwell guy would get the tip who just re-entered today.
Yeah.
But
Um. So yeah, I don't know why. Well, okay, I do know why they're running Joel Brennan, obviously, but what I think is interesting is that we have a progressive who we just talked about that has pretty much exactly the same policy positions, but does not identify as a socialist and is not a DSA candidate, right?
mm,
In Mandela Barnes. So I don't think he's the like the national Dem pick of choice, but I do think he's more palatable to them infinitely just because he's not a socialist and because I think the TNC is currently afraid of socialists.
no, for sure. And I feel like we're spending a lot of time talking about the non DSA candidate here. So let's give Hong the floor. And I watched a little bit of her opening statement on just her ideas on the data centers, which is because of just the extent, the fact that Wisconsin lies along Lake Michigan, a fresh water source that makes water some of the cheapest for people in the Midwest because of this proximity to the lake, and seeing that that would happen, and then in addition to that, there would be this progressive standpoint where it's like if you guys are requiring a certain amount of electricity, you would have to build your own power plant and be willing to donate 20% of the power you create from that power plant to the community for they call it an accommodation tax. So is there anything besides her staunch standing against anything that's debilitating to the community? Do we have a belief that she's going to rise to the occasion, even with her I want to say lack of experience, but is I think like that's what the DSA is in large part designed to do, coach people up on
Well,
how to be leaders.
absolutely. I actually think that like her like the reason I think that DSA candidates have like a much better chance to appeal to voters
Hmm.
is because they usually run non-incumbent first time politics or second time politics kind of candidates that used to be working class
Hmm.
or that are working class still, like her. Like she used to, like she has a restaurant, like she worked as a dishwasher for like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she she is very good. Like the DSA training is very good at making people communicate that they relate to the struggle of the working class, right?
Yeah.
And data centers are obviously very much a working class issue because A, they take up jobs,
Mm-hmm.
and B, they take up the fucking real like they take up space. Just like space that could be where your home was.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up her page, her campaign page, because I think it's worth mentioning and also understanding a little bit more about her. And it very
And
plainly
giving her a
says,
shout out.
huh?
And giving her a shout out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I do have constituents who work out of Wisconsin. I work in the hospital system in Wisconsin, so this matters to me. Mentioning the kitchen that she worked in right there behind her, but let's just look at Fran's plan. You feel me? Universal child care. Now this is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. It made my butt clench up to think that children in the state of Wisconsin would be getting universal health care. How dare you? Or what? Paid leave for all? Bitch, you mean you want to give men time off with their babies, not just the woman? Get the fuck out of here. Who said that? I don't want to be in charge of changing diapers and shit like that. How dare you put that women chore on me, huh? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's not even parental leave, bro.
We're talking about fully funded public schools? Okay. You mean to tell me the tax dollars I pay off of my property tax are going to be used to fund the schools for those punk ass, runny nose, big mouth, walking on my grass ass kids? To hell with them. To hell with them.
Instead of sending bombs to Israel to use on civilians.
Educating these
Gross.
kids. I'll be damned if a kid knows his multiplication table before I do. Um, and then fair and cheap healthcare. The thing that's problematic, I think, the most problematic thing here is that she knows that if she put anything more than this, people will freak the fuck out. People will freak the fuck out. And I think it's such a smart, appropriate way of just gauging how things should work. Start with the things that affect you the most: your job, your healthcare, and your kids. If you meet someone who can take one of the three biggest fears that you would have progressively as a human being away from you, or that level of concern about how you're going to provide for them, that becomes something that you can universally talk about. I don't know if there's a situation outside of this that makes it even comfortable. Some of the endorsements: Elon Omar, Nina Turner, Rokana, Angelito Terrario, Sabrina Madison, elderly of Madison District 17 and nonprofit founder. So she's all in state with this shit. They're in Madison, state leaders, county leaders, local leaders. Shit, she got grassroots people on this back. So there is this. I say all this to say, this
She got the
isn't.
block endorsement. Holy shit.
Oh damn, she got black people on her court. Hey, they don't say we don't. Well, when it comes to it, and I don't even know where I'm standing. Black people have always had the centric voice, the centering voice of who should and shouldn't be part of certain movements. I think everyone was talking to. There was like 7 black creators, and FD Signifier was one of them too. I think he was the prominent one who was speaking up against that dude. Uh, Up in, where was he? The dude with the Nazi tattoo or something like that. What's his name?
In Maine,
Grand
Grand
Plattner.
Platinum.
Yeah, FD Signifier was the first person to speak up about it and was like chagrined, chagrined. And shout out to Hassan for backing him and saying that he was the first person to be right about this, and even some smaller creators who didn't get that same light. But yeah, it's a centralistic voice. But I say all this to say in closing, I'm very much so interested in how the DSA is going to maneuver this. I'm very interested to see how the DSA wins outside of New York. I think the DSA, if the DSA is on the right path, if it has me convinced that there isn't a such thing as the two lesser of two evils, we got a path. We got options now, baby. On the
Yeah.
Democratic side of the aisle, we got options, and I love that for us.
And just to close it out, one, we now have 3 templates that worked exceedingly well in New York, obviously, right?
Mm.
So, you got Zoran, you got Daria Lisa, you got oh my god, I'm blanking on her name.
And
Oh no.
it's such a
Fuck.
new concept. It's such a new concept. It's not surprising that you're blanking on the names because it's literally something that we didn't expect to see happen so soon.
Claire Valdez. Claire
Claire
Valdez. There
Valdez.
we go.
So like the fact of the matter is these are going to become household names. And the truth of the
Yes.
matter is the only reason the way that they become household names is some household individuals got to talk about it. So that's what we did. Clap it up. Want to talk about it a little bit. Got it off. I'll see you guys on the other side. Say bye, Yak.
Bye.
Well, gotta make our
You put me
segments.
on the spot.
Yeah, yeah. gotta get these segments out. What am I looking at? That's good. Let's say hi to
And
people in the
also, like,
chat.
not just that, but also the fact that DSA kind of just like operates entirely away from the DNC's like organizing operations. Like they do everything themselves, right?
Mm,
Like they have their own volunteers, they have their own pretty much like the whole apparatus that the DNC has, like the DSA has, but it's, all DSA. Like the door knocking operation for the
mm.
DSA is fucking crazy. That they're the ones that fucking carried like Zoran and Daria Lisa and Claire Valdez.
I want Spain to win too. Yeah, we fuck Argentina. Um, but
Careful. You don't know what the FIFA is able to do.
hey, they can't give me a red card. I dare them. But I wanted to say shout out to Willow, 100th stream, consecutive stream. Do you
Insane.
do you know the level of just badassery you gotta have? I don't feel like I've been at my own streams 100 times. Sometimes I just turn the
I
stream
feel
on
like
and
you haven't.
I it's my sister in code. I do not feel like I have either. Sometimes I feel like I just turn on the camera and I gotta go to work, and I go to work. There was this one Wednesday when I did turn on the stream. I thought I was just getting ready for stream, and then I like, oh shit, I gotta go to the office, and I came back, and the stream was just running. I was like, oh shit. Well, it's okay. It's still to this day, like one of the funniest streams ever because everyone was in the chat like, is this guy? Is this what is this stream about? Stop asking what the stream's about, y'all. It is what it is. You get what you get.
Just join the race.
Yeah, just get in, join the race, and call it a day. But did want to send a shout out to Willow, 100th stream, um, and also send a shout out to
Speaking of
Yak.
shout outs, I can actually give her a shout out on Twitch.
Ah, yeah, I think we're
Look
streaming
at
on
that.
3
I'm
platforms
doing my
now.
mod.
Mod, co-host. Is there anything Yak can't do?
Probably, but I haven't found it yet.
Yeah, and we pray you never will. Um, mashallah. What am I looking at here? I am okay. Uh, from a powerful and uplifting story to a more realistic and downy. I think one of the more painful things about us losing access to who controls the social media narrative, like having these tech bros control it and make their agenda to control that narrative, we get we don't get to see or hear the impacting things that because when the first two ICE murders happened, there was a clear direction the country was going in. And then all of a sudden, in 2 weeks, all of those voices got silenced. And it got silenced because the people who control the algorithm are ran by pay big money to our governments, and in turn, those governments don't investigate them. But now we have something that has sort of escaped the social media front and has forced local media and big box media to talk about it. And it's because of the level of incompetence that we've seen in under a month. The month has not finished, but in the month of July, ISIS found a way to murder four separate people, and all four of them had nothing to do with their initial investigation. But the most egregious, and they're all horrendous, but I think the most egregious one comes at the stake of people within the family member. And I want to be very gentle with this because they are brave for speaking up now, but bitch, where was your voice when he was in it? But after reading the article, I've realized that they actually didn't believe him, because this person that ICE has let into their ranks in 2021 had a reported suffered a head injury that caused a cognitive decline and deficiency. This person had already been qualified as not being capable or able to pass a military background, but he was good enough to make it to the front lines of ICE. Uh, I believe his name is David Bralito, right up here. Say that for me, Siri.
David Brulet.
I don't give a
Oh,
shit what his name is.
but I want to talk a little bit about this because one, the pressure needs to be on. If we're talking about things that disqualify people from being elected in November, I don't care how, and this was my feeling on during the shutdown in the first time. I don't care how long the shutdown takes. If the shutdown is in regards to keeping or maintaining ICE, let the country burn. Because I would rather watch the country burn before someone else dies. We have to talk more about these individuals and make it our business to put it to the extent that it was back in March, so that it doesn't escape the zeitgeist. So that's what this segment's about. But we're gonna talk more about his history. But overall, yeah, what is your thoughts and feelings on just ICE's perpetual ability to fuck up, and through their fuck ups hurt people in unimaginable ways?
If it wasn't for the horrific deaths of, at this point, 6+ people this year alone, it would be hilarious how they're able to just how like incredibly incompetent they are. It
Mm.
is it is macabre at this point. Like,
Uh,
again, if it wasn't linked to so much death, it's actually hilarious. But I
and we
can't
can,
in good conscience laugh at it.
no, and I think you have the space for it, because 90% of the people detained don't have the records from the detainment to even continue the prosecution of them. So after they went through that,
Not to mention getting fucking killed.
exactly, exactly. But so from a perspective, like, because like the argument I have with people on the streets about this is, well, ICE is doing something that is hard to do. And I always proclaim, just because you are tasked with doing something that's difficult doesn't mean that you should do it horribly. And the thing
If
that
anything,
makes it
it's the opposite, right? If it's so
it's
hard to do, you should be super careful.
super careful.
And again, I have to stress this. You don't get to kill people no matter what.
You don't get to
It
kill
doesn't
people
matter if they are an immigrant
for you
or
don't get to
not.
kill people for being on a piece of land that you stole. Like, the hypocrisy in it is maddening. But let's look at it from a numbers perspective. 90% of the people detained are detained illegally, searched illegally, and they don't have the appropriate requisite numbers in order to go forward with it. Cool, take it off the record. Hey, the women and children that they are detaining have to be held in DHS health services because 13 women and children have been reported with sexual assault, and four of them are now pregnant. And guess what? They are trying to be deported expeditiously. In addition to that, they have now opted to breaking people's Eighth Amendment with cruel and unusual behavior while imprisoning them and then moving their location so they can't access their lawyers or family members, literally making people disappear. Fourth and Fifth Amendment out the door. There is a level of malice and hatred and it all starts with the level of desensitizing you to these people. I calling them illegal aliens is a slur in my eyes, and I correct people every time because that is what you will do to people you don't readily identify. But these are human beings we are talking about. And if you're telling me in a country where we give people death penalties and 23% of them are innocent, there's no way in hell I'm believing that all these people that they're finding, kidnapping, stealing are guilty. There's no way. In fact, there was a publicized state, the guy that they artificially put tattoos on his hands. They literally lost that battle so hard they try to get him on other things. But now they're making a list of people who talk badly about ICE. And I think one of the greatest accomplishments in my life, and I own a Super Bowl ring, would be to make it on that list. I got to figure out how to get on that list. I want to be known as a person who doesn't like ICE.
That's a funny joke, but I have no comments. Look,
Okay.
There is absolutely nothing in the world that anyone could say that would in any way be able to justify this. Like, you explain this to a normal, regular person. Like, you explain exactly what happened. This masked, I'm assuming he was masked because obviously he is.
Mm-hmm.
This masked thug from a government agency that is not accountable to judges, that is not accountable to the public, went in a fucking car with his buddy, tracked down a person that he thought was a criminal of some kind, and shot him dead. You explain that to a normal person, what do you think their reaction is going to be? They're going to be like, that's government overreach, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
The thing about it is, I blame and for this round of it, I blame the Democrats because they voted for the bill. They said that
For sure.
the bare minimum is that they're going to use body camera. Guess what? The body camera.
Where's the body camera?
Well, no, first they lied, and if you're looking at the screen, if you watch this video, you can clearly see body camera on their chest, but they said it was inactive because guess what? The DSA doesn't have not the DSA. ICE doesn't have the money to pay for the subscription to keep the recordings after 24 hours. So instead of just recording, they just rather not turn it off. Turn it off because then they have to dock them every 24 hours. So there's a level of incompetence, laziness, and just malicious compliance that makes it far more disgusting. Because obviously, you mandating that they have to have body cameras isn't a mandate that if you don't wear your cameras, you will be sanctioned by the government and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Like that's just like how in Wisconsin right now, there was an officer who got charged with felony charges for misconduct of government equipment for using flock cameras to stalk his girlfriend. The detective they put in charge of his case to investigate it said, damn, this shit's powerful. He started investigating and stalking his ex-wife. And now they're both losing their jobs and both going to court to be sentenced for it. This unchecked, unbridled power and escalation to be able to handle people is definitely a problem. But I'm just here to tell you, if the people we've elected will not vote to get these people out, I promise you, there's one way to deal with this, and it's not going to be pretty. Because I saw redcoats get shot off of their boats for taxing tea. don't don't let this turn into a situation where every nail becomes a hammer, because I promise you, there's not enough ICE agents to handle the retaliatory nature of a vengeful mother, a vengeful father, a vengeful child. I still think about my hero who lost his son to police violence. He just went out and knocked off the first cop he could find. Doesn't matter, it wasn't the right cop. You wear their armor, you'll bear their wounds. A tick for tack situation will not go well for this agency, especially when we know that this agency is brittled with mindless self-indulgence people like this. For example, this 37-year-old sexually assaulted his wife and her child. Did it with that first wife, his ex-girlfriend, the one who outed him. His daughter was sexually assaulted by him. He didn't qualify to pass a military test. They told him to get off of his medications for 1 year, come back and reapply, and that was enough to deploy him. The Air Force needs to be investigated for this. He was dishonorably discharged for an undisclosed reason. He has court records where he is literally advocating for his girlfriend to slit her own throat. The daughter too. Restraining order wasn't enough to stop him. Came to the residence 2 separate times after the order. This person should be behind bars, but instead he's out on the streets taking the innocent lives of our brothers and sisters. Find him, put him behind bars, because that is probably the safest place he can be from the community. But, I've made my commitment to just talk about it. You got anything you want to throw on it?
I disavow everything that Coding with Strangers, aka Identity Booth, had just said. I do not agree with any of his radical views, such as we should need some checks and balances on this ICE thing. Also, abolish ICE.
Fair enough. Yeah, y'all not putting me on no damn list.
If you're going down, I'm not going down with you, bro.
Hey, you could. I welcome. Hey, like I always said, I welcome anybody to my front doorstep. But you will be met with violence. A 12-gauge shotgun and a 9mm. Sit comfortably at those doors. So
Disavow.
Yeah, I'm one of those liberals who likes guns. I like them a lot. So yeah.
Actually, you know what? That reminds me. I wonder what Mandela Barnes thinks of abolish ICE. I think that's also another thing that Francesca Hong runs on, is she does say abolish ICE. So that's let me look that up.
Yeah, let's cue that up.
Because like that's also another distinction with like progressive versus socialist, is that progressives, well, quote progressives, right, will usually say like we need to defund ICE, we need to like prosecute ICE or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the socialists are the DSA usually runs on abolish ICE.
Okay, so basically he put on his forum that he supports removing police funding and abolishing ICE, but despite that, he has an ad that shows that he supports police. He got an endorsement from the police and had and the police, in that police endorsement, it came from ICE. But he vocally said he doesn't support it. This is a CNN article from 2022. So he's definitely upgraded his position. So he's now part of the Abolish ICE group.
Yeah. He also said in 2018 he wrote on a public social media account in 2018, I need that to a photo of a t-shirt that says abolish ICE. Okay. So maybe he has been with us. Yeah. Okay.
We'll keep
you
keep
have
checking
game.
on you.
You have game, Mandela Barnes.
Yeah, we'll keep checking on you, mother. We'll keep checking on you, brother.
Look, if you had a DSA endorsement, we wouldn't be so scrutinizing you. Look, that's all I'm saying. Because the DSA, that's the thing with DSA. They actually background check their candidates.
Hey, hey, and I feel like that the Grand Plaquemine guy not being DSA and him getting so much upbeat is just weird because he's definitely like now you know what that proved to me? It made perfect sense how that ogre and how that sunshine demon made it through the ranks. Because there was no one background checking their ass.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Huh.
DNC doesn't do any background checking. They, you just register as a Democrat and say, "Hey, I want to run," and pay them like what, $250,000 or some shit. I don't know what the actual amount is.
Crazy. Okay, well, let's talk about let's change gears and let's talk about some smoky shit.
Let's get on that Canada pack. Smoke on that Canada pack.
Um, okay. You know, global warming. The thing about global warming is no one cared that the oven was on until it started burning your falafels, right? So like now that your food is burning, do you smell what the rock is cooking? Do you get it that if the air quality in the world goes to a certain extent, there's nowhere you can hide. There's not enough oxygen tanks to protect us all. Um, so that's the premise of this situation. That's the premise of this conversation. But I think the thing that I want to start off with is how the uptick of forest fires is increasing. Before 2023, Canadian forest fires were held to a controlled limit. From 2023 to 2026, we have now had 7, and they are progressively getting worse. California is already prepared for this. Minnesota knows that the fire literally will not be put out, not by rain. It's raining there now, and it's not enough to put out. Not until winter gets there. They're saying that that fire will go uncontrolled until winter time. So the question then becomes, are we in a situation of perpetual just uncertainty about what to even do with your freedom if you get to go outside? Because if it's not explosive diarrhea, if it's not a fire keeping you indoors, if it's not a flood keeping you indoors, what do we have control of anymore? And now that we are in this situation predicament, where do we go from here? So I guess like I want to just start off by talking a little bit about the fires and what we know about them, and then going from there. Yeah, what is your perspective on the fires and the situation from ground zero all the way to our current predicament?
Okay, so ground zero is a bit hard to define, but it seems to all have started in Ontario and in Minnesota.
The border for
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so Minnesota obviously borders Canada. Ontario is a province in Canada, I think. I don't give a shit about Canada, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm sorry if my geography is a little off there.
Willow, I love you. Don't worry about what Yak says.
um and obviously it's a little fucking crazy, especially because there are currently 955 wildfires actively burning across Canada, and nearly 200 of those are in Ontario, according to the Canadian Forest Fire Center. It's bad, hot take. It's pretty bad. I don't. I think that forest fires are pretty bad. I think any wildfire is pretty bad. And not to get too political with this, but Mark Carney, the Canadian Prime Minister, um, as these fires are raging on, is talking about how his latest pipeline project is gonna make uh new
Yeah,
jobs out of thin air
yeah,
for Canadians. So that's nice.
yeah.
Despite
Yeah.
despite those very oil pipelines contributing to
The
those
overarching
fires
issues,
starting in the
yeah.
first place.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing them be decimated in some form or fashion by the fire, but and call it an act of nature, Mother Nature reacting. But I think the thing that really is terrible about this forest fire is the level of fire has been one of the most accessible experimental things since man's inception for us to interact with. If there's an element of life that we have the most experience with as human beings, it has to be fire, right? Like even from the caveman days to now. And for them not to have a surefire way of dealing with this is actually terrifying. Let's talk a little bit about some of the things that this forest makes this forest fire unique. There's a tinge of orange and rustic in the fire smoke, and that is believed to be the result of a over accumulation of mineral uh, metals in the soils being super baked at the core and then ejected into the sky and dispersed in particle bits that make it so that the smoke is thicker in line with metal. Now, as you could probably imagine, the vape pens that everyone is smoking on and doing with is in large part handling this. Another contributing issue that they seem to have with this is because of a lot of the like feral grounds that are being burnt now used to be mosh pits of trash bins. Those toxic dumping sites have now been added to the air, making raindrops that these clouds accumulate bigger, more dense, and surefying a way of lightning strikes to hit at a higher rate. The range at which they measure these parts per billion ranges out about 500. There are places in Michigan that rank out at 800. Off the charts. 50 is a bad day in America. 80 is a day of concern. A healthy individual spends 1 hour outside doing active activities is equivalent to smoking 3 packs in an hour. Pregnant women are being admitted into the emergency room because they have inhaled too much smoke and has now become toxic to the kid. It is counterproductive for us not to care about an environment but think that we're going to give life to children in this wasteland. That's why whenever I hear Republicans say, "Oh, I'm pro child," cool. Where's the kid going to live? They never have that answer. But I think the thing that if I wanted to push on anything is, it ironically enough, because if the weather's bad in Michigan, weather's bad in Wisconsin, weather's bad in Minnesota, hey, go to Florida for a weekend. You can watch the England and the Frenchmen have a third place bout for the FIFA World Cup. But if you want to see that first place match, you got to take your happy ass to Rutherford Stadium out in New Jersey, bordering New York, where the Giants used to play, or Giants and the Jets play. Because while you're there, the storm of smoke will also be there. And I think there's a level of poetic justice. If the weather condition is so bad, the air quality is so poor that they can't get this game off and it interrupts an international game. I think that would be the true silver lining to the world on the biggest stage. Hey, you don't believe in global warming? Cool. Enjoy never watching your game. Enjoy watching you booked a hotel, bought your tickets. Hey, hope your vacation is extended. They're moving into Miami. What a fancy way of getting me some poetic justice here. But it sucks that that's what it takes for us to actually care about this level of destruction. where do you see yourself in this situation about what it's going to take to bring about some type of change? Like, if this doesn't change us, Yak, what will?
I honestly, I have been like such a climate change doomer, if you will, for like essentially like especially since COVID. Like
Mm.
I genuinely do not know how much more we can we can withstand before people open their fucking eyes and see, okay, holy shit, this is actually like fucked. I know I have to like maintain radical optimism, right? But it's really fucking hard when you see shit like this happen. I don't know how I don't know how we
It,
get out of this. Well, I know
mhm.
how we get out of this, but I don't know how we can start pressuring the right people to actually start being responsible with climate stuff. Like, cause
And it's
call me a commie or whatever.
yeah.
But it's not like you taking 2 showers instead of three is gonna help much to do carbon offsetting.
No, and what a great point. I would like to throw some salt on the misconception because someone someone said this shit to me the other day. No, it wasn't somebody, it was my dad. He was like, "Yeah, we just got to do our part." And I said, "Father, my father in code, listen to me. If I 100% recycled all of my trash from my existence, and let's just say I live longer than Lizzie Graham, if I did my part 110%, Walmart in 1 hour and 50 minutes would offset all that shit with the level of waste and energy they accumulate." So this conception that individual aspects will fix the global climate is a misnomer, misinformed, and dumb corporate argument. The people
Not to
that
mention all these data centers.
oh god, the people that we need to get to fix this are the people, or rather the degenerate 68-year-old individuals who won't be here to bear the consequences of it. So the electorates need to solve this for us. They need to put enough harsh penalties and accusations to make this right. Because the secret of the truth is, when the earth cannot sustain its people, the earth doesn't die. The people do.
Unfortunately, it's gonna get much worse before it gets much better.
Mm, yeah, well, and the question is, how much worse? I don't want to think about
How
how
much
much
worse
worse.
can we withstand?
How much? That's really because what is your tolerance level looking like? Because yo, 25 packs. If someone was to stand in the middle of the 1,200 parts per billion section of this and just breathe for 1 hour, that's 25 packs a day for 1 hour of smoke inhalation. And that requires ex vivo lung perfusion. That's where they take your lungs out, cut out the parts that have been metallized and mineralized, and then put it back in and hope that you can still breathe functionally. So I guess running marathons is out of question. But hey, we just wanted to throw that out there. It's a cloudy day, but there ain't no meatballs in this shit.
Just a little like health PSA. Wear your N95s.
Yeah, you
If you
can't go
have to
wrong.
go
Yeah.
outside, don't go outside. If you have to, wear a mask. I know we're regurgitating stuff from the bad year, but it's gonna get worse. So get used to it again, I guess.
No, in this light, if the people who didn't want to wear them back then, if the ones that made it through that don't wear masks now, we
Not
can
again.
definitely. Hey, just keep having,
It's just gonna
just having
it's
the
just gonna
numbers.
continue now.
Yeah, just keep having the numbers, baby. Hey, we're gonna win that office whether you guys like it or not.
At least this kind of like smoke inhalation isn't infectious, so at least
Yeah,
them
yeah,
coughing
you're
on
on
you
your
isn't
own.
gonna isn't gonna infect you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, wear your mask if you vote in DSA. All the rest of y'all fuck off. Anyway, that was.
That's true. Fuck, I didn't, it didn't even register for me that like most of the states that are currently being affected by the
Mhm.
smoke are East Coast.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
fucking nuts.
yeah. Oh,
Very interesting. You know what? You know what? It's actually, you know what? This I know what happened. This is a conspiracy by Trump. He wants to
oh,
take out the socialists.
take out the socialists by any means necessary. Take them out. Because during his speech, he told me China and Venezuela, as we simultaneously were taking over their countrymen, they figured out a way to get to us. I'm surprised he didn't mention Russia, but I'll leave that for Zelensky. You feel me? Because shout out to Big Z, he was the one that took out a boy Lindsey. So I had a great time explaining to my dad how Lindsey Graham's death was actually pretty sad because he died alone, and he was like, well, his sister and his sister was there for him, and I was like, yeah, that's dying alone. And I was like, I was like, Dad, if you died and none of your kids or your wife showed up, you'd be sad. He was like, well, yeah, that's a good question. Where were his kids and his wife? I was like, oh, you don't know. He was like, what? he was like, I was, he was like, I was like, oh, you don't know. He was like, what? What do you mean? What are you telling me? He was like, Lindsey Graham was in the closet. He was like R. Kelly closet? No, no, no. He wasn't cheating. He was hiding. He was like, how deep in the closet? I
He
say,
didn't have nobody to cheat on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, he was a gay man trapped in a Republican body. He was like, are you sure? I was like, name another Republican other than that coon, what's his name? Who just has his hired wife for now. But name
Oh my god. Oh
another
fuck. What is his
Republican
name?
who has no wife, no children, and no example of a partner. And he was like, oh my goodness, Lindsey Graham is gay. And I was so proud of my dad for figuring that out. Oh yeah, he was gay. And he voted against his own. That's like that's the craziest thing. Like that's how I know like being a Republican is a disease. Cause like they replaced you with your unqualified sister in a heartbeat. But I digress. Yeah, this has been great.
Thank you for having me as always.
It felt good to get the motion going. What's up, Icon? Get the motion going.
Get to the old stomping grounds.
Uh,
Yo,
if any,
Icon.
if anything, it's like with anything, it helps to uh breed a sense of comrade
Camaraderie?
camaraderie, but like also like comrade like when you break it down to
Commiserate?
yeah, yes, commiserate to your fellow comrades to just get it off your chest to be like, I'm not crazy, am I? I'm not crazy, am I?
Well,
so what else do I have to do? I was drawing a little bit, but then I got into the ice discussion and I stopped drawing. And then from there, I was
you
just
can go back to drawing.
I don't
I'll
know
chill if you'll have me.
Oh yeah. I'm always open to that.
Videos are great and all, segments are great and all, but I feel like we don't chill enough, you know?
I blame my job.
That's true. Yeah.
I blame my job because
Fuck. Oh my god. If I could just if you were if you were just muted on a Discord call and I could just like jump in to just say something funny like once an hour or some shit, your channel would go down the drain and it would be glorious.
the thing that I enjoy about like because like the channel has reached its fruition. Like if I shut down Coding with Strangers right now, no one can say shit to me because the job has been accomplished. I lied on my resume. I came here for y'all to teach me how to
True.
code. I learned how to code. I got the job. Channel's done, y'all. This
It's
is
over.
all,
Pack it up.
like I should if I was being real, if it wasn't for the sponsorships that I keep getting on this channel would be shut down, and I would probably just go back to the identity booth because I've never completed a task so efficiently in my life.
To be fair, it did take you 3 years.
I was prepared for it to take me 5.
Okay. Okay. No complaints then. All right,
Yeah,
all right, okay.
I was
I'll
good
lay
with
off.
it. But you know what else it did for me though? It did create this avenue where I could use the internet and not be sad.
He says, as we were just talking about fucking ice killings and then
Okay,
climate change.
but I think like that's something I read that stuff on my personal time. Right? I inform myself about political stuff on my personal time. I think that me drawing, me editing, me creating content doesn't become a focal point for me if it's not for Conan Straight. I don't think I want to go to conventions to document things. Right? I was at DreamCon last week, and I rubbed elbows with some very informed individuals, and I've been given an opportunity to write for a Substack. Um, I told them I was dyslexic as shit, and they were like, run it through ChatGPT 1 or 2 times and fix your grammar, but your
I was gonna
nuance.
say I hope they have an editor, but god damn it.
So I might have to hire an editor because they were like, no, we'll promote it, and you know, for what it's worth, their comment section garnered 100,000 responses on light work videos. And this person is all, and I haven't got it in contract writing, so I'm not going to disclose anything. But this person is also, as the CEO of the company, has agreed to be interviewed by me. So, like, as a hater, I hate your success. Hey, I appreciate you, Icon. Clap it. but I venture to say, like, the thing that my channel has to be now is a platform for just strangers. Like when I go to these conventions, when I go to these individuals, when I am just a space for people who are lost on the internet. I'm just a space for strangers on the internet. Like whatever is ailing you, whatever your conundrum is, whatever season you're in, come. Be here. Be a stranger. And let that be what it is for you. For some people come and go. Some people come, do what they have to do. Like I think about Codex and how he was the one that taught me uh, the reason why my functions don't call in orders because I don't have a function call down list. And that nifty little trick that I learned from him, it makes me, as bad as my code is, makes me look incredible in front of some of my engineers. And they're like, oh man, Hero does that cool code down thing. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, check me out. But I get it. And I think the number one thing is that I never stopped being a student. Like I don't code as much, and it's crazy to say because I feel like I code but it's just really code reviews. It's just hours of mogging through data analytics to make sure that numbers put in match the numbers that go out, making sure that the automation works, making sure that the PR and the MR are merged correctly, and just so many things.
Making sure that you don't break prod a week from the IPO.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that person didn't make it. That person got fired on Friday. No, last
Wait,
week.
you told me that. Okay, so you told me it was an intern, right? It was an intern that did that, right?
It was an intern that did it, but as you can imagine, every intern has a proctor.
Oh, so their mentor got fired?
Yeah, their mentor got the bucket for that shit.
Oof.
Yeah, and I just recall sitting through the. I was sitting through the meeting for it, and it's a 5-person panel. We all voted, and I was one of the 2 people that said no, but I mean my no was more so out of sympathy, right? My no was like everyone makes mistakes, but I think this was like like a compounding issue because they gave the mentor an intern because he's already been on record doing stuff that he wasn't supposed to do. And there's nothing more annoying than someone who wants to be like a pick me for capitalism. Like bro was out here doing the most, and it's like you're not getting extra stocks because of what you're doing. All you're doing is making the person who gave you instructions look bad because now it looks like they can't control you. And that's the thing about this whole corporate America shit. Everybody takes instructions from somebody. You don't think I would want to slap the shit out of most people who ask me questions at work? Of course. But I can't. So I don't. But like he thought of this as a boasting moment. Like, oh, intern, push it on Friday. I know that that's against the rules, but I looked over your code and I thought it was great. Oh, what was that BigQuery? That last BigQuery thing? It cost us how much to run that query? $30,000, and to stop it will cost us an additional 10,000. Fuck. So in my mind's eye, spending $55,000 for a mistake that we asked for is acceptable. $55,000 because of an ego trip. Yo, somebody's not getting health care because of that, and it ain't gonna be me. So yeah, that was how that situation ended.
That's almost minimum wage for a fucking year, bro. For one
55
query?
55,000. And I want you to think, and yeah, as you could probably imagine, compounding a BigQuery over an allotment of patients, we're talking about a petaton worth of information that comes in beats per second, right? So we're looking at EKGs, we're looking at blood pressure cuffs, we're looking at a bunch of patient relative information, the algorithm processes that have to run over it to dictate to me if the person I'm looking at is having a heart attack, or or will be using this metrics will be used to define if 8 days in the future this person's still alive or not. So like we expect to spend money on this algorithm. The thing that we don't expect to happen is for people to think they're gonna. You think you're smarter than a room full of scientists? Like I'm not a PhD, so I don't understand the integral parts. I know how to read an EKG. I do not know how to tell you how the prediction algorithm works. I don't know that answer. I don't. I can't imagine how many EKGs they've read in their lifetime to be able to decipher that. So for this engineer, not even a PhD, for this engineer to think that they had the kahunas to second guess the algorithm and then inject his own version of it is diabolical.
I do think it's a little emblematic of like just the general like attitude that the tech space has, specifically that
Mm,
engineers and coders have
mm,
in the tech space, that they're like, they get paid the big bucks, so they must be super important and super smart, you know?
it,
Because like we're kind of seeing
mm,
like a little bit of a crash with that now with AI, which
yeah,
is an interesting like kind of disruption of that. But say like before AI, like before 2022, right? Like engineers were paid fucking insane
mm,
salaries with not a lot of merit,
yeah,
if we're being totally honest.
mm,
And so it leads to a lot of because money is value,
yes.
it leads to a lot of just like self-importance, I think.
You know, and I call this the ego effect of engineering because engineering engineers, for lack of
Hi,
better terms.
Robo.
Oh, Robotech's here. What's up, Robotech? Bruh, we gave away 3 mil of a product in one day because someone ran a payment gateway test on a product. Oh my God. But going into that, there is an ego that comes with engineers and developers that some of them they're like lone. So there's a group that's like some of them are lone wolves and they believe that they can code, and if they don't believe in man code like group coding on Friday when we do code review, you can't talk to them about their code. They refuse to be the subject of of interest. And there was a guy kicked
And
off of my
they also they always think that like they can engineer a code solution to like a societal thing or like
yes,
a social thing,
yes,
which is fucking nuts. It
nuts.
drives me up the fucking wall.
And maybe maybe I'm not the right person, right? Maybe I'm not the right person to like be complaining about this because granted, in my code reviews, I am the least qualified individual there. But that's something that comes from my own self-awareness. I don't have 8 years of engineering skills. All I have is a key understanding of what the code should do and how my stakeholders are going to interpret the code should work. But that shouldn't be the defining feature or the de facto thing that dictates if you are allowed to be criticized about your code. And I think that's the part that makes me like so upset about it sometimes is if you can't take criticism in this small avenue of coding, then what the hell can you do? What the hell can you do? And it makes me also wonder where this level of bravado is in the industry right now with the job market being so tight.
Well, I think it's actually exacerbated, like now that I think about it more, because now that we have, these massive layoffs everywhere, the people that get to stay now, because they stay and still get paid, you know, fucking like just buckets full of money,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, oh, well, I survived this layoff. That means that I am the most
Oh, I
like
see
I
what you're
have the most
saying.
merit to stay there,
Yeah,
So
I
I
see
think
what you're
it's
saying.
getting worse if
Yeah.
anything.
Oh man, what a great point. Like no motherfucker. I made the cut, so I am the standard. Ugh. Ugh. What a drag that is. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Well, and
And then
as
they go to ChatGPT and like, how do I delete a file in Python? Because their brain has been fucking atrophied.
well, and with the nominal notion that like ChatGPT and these platforms aren't going to serve the purpose that they were originally, which were going to be like Ford having to go rehire all of those QE engineers because obviously none of that code, like none of the stuff you guys were trying to get it to do was going to be done by AI, or the fact that Uber and Taco Bell have both said we're using tokens to scan things, and it's literally saying, "Hey, the thing you're scanning, we don't own that product. So where did you scan it?" And then it's like, "Oh, it's a product from 1988." Like, why are you looking at data from 1988 when the okay? So
And it's because they went to a grocery store and were scanning just random barcodes. They're
random
also
barcode.
imposing token limits now in like Uber and shit.
Yeah, because like because that was always the gimmick. Uh, Give it to them for free, then charge them for things. Give
Well,
them the
well, well, yeah, yeah. That was what the AI companies were doing. But then like it got worse because all those other companies, tech companies like Uber and co, right? They were
yeah,
like, "Oh, here you must use AI. Here's unlimited tokens.
yes,
Like As if Uber didn't know that OpenAI is going to start charging them in like the near future.
Exactly. I mean, if for what
It's
it,
hubris.
yeah, it's for what it's worth. Brother, sister, y'all did that to the taxi companies. Hey, we're not coming here to move taxis out of the way. You guys are irreplaceable. I was in Houston looking for an Uber ride for like 30 fucking minutes. Because all the taxis are gone and they only stay by the damn airport now, right? So it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. It's trial and replace. But I think the more innocuous question I have is, how much longer do we have to keep this? Like, when are we all gonna just come together and be like, just like crypto, NFT, and all of that stuff? Like, okay, it's ran its course. I'm ready for the next fad.
I do wonder what the next fad is can even be, because like
Memory,
crypto,
energy.
I don't know if it's I don't know, because AI is kind of that though.
AI is
Because
the
like,
use
well,
of
so
those things.
to be fair, yeah, but so was crypto and NFTs, right?
Because NFTs were just
It's
the offshoot of crypto.
Yeah, but it was still the same like hardware. Like you still require like the first GPU market crash was because of Bitcoin.
Hmm. And it kind of, you make a fascinating point, because if the first sell off was because of crypto, and that's why they started selling off and be had this market squeeze. So obviously we're in a gold rush. So you should build the shovel. And the shovel is memory, the shovel is data centers, the shovel is electricity.
Yeah.
Let me go find Icon, let me borrow $1,000. I want to buy some Micron. Let me hold 1,000, big dog. And as a person who's in the industry, I'm not looking to deter anybody from their dreams of learning how to use AI and stuff like that. There's a loss. There's no, but seriously, like there's a
Dreams
law
of how to
school,
use AI is crazy.
because like there's a law school right now. I think it's Brown, not Brown. It's Cornell. Their first year law students are prohibited from using AI, and they have to all use laptops. So there will be no laptops allowed in first year courses. But I don't think that's the appropriate approach, because hello, there are lawyers being sent to jail and being disbarred for misusing AI quotes in their case log already. So these group of students are already behind the eight ball, and now you want to further seclude them. That's the vibe or energy it gives, if that makes sense. And I don't know if that's the right answer.
I think that's the problem with AI, is that it's moving too fucking fast. Like we can't draft like, a more complete response, because every new day there's something else that gets revealed about it that's fucking horrible, right? With crypto, we kind of were, like the two big crypto like events took place in 2019 when Bitcoin, got super inflated and GPUs rose in price.
Mm,
And then another in 2021, 2022 when NFTs were starting to become a thing, right?
mm,
Um, but like we were already aware of what crypto is theoretically before then, right?
mm,
We've had a grasp on how it works, whereas with AI, we don't even have, like, we have researchers who don't even know how, like
how
researchers working on AI models that don't even know exactly how it works,
or
because it's
being driven
essentially just a
insane.
probability machine.
Yeah, being driven insane by it, saying out loud like we can't use this. It's too dangerous. I do want to shift gears though, um, because I think that this is leading. this AI surge has led to a thing that I haven't seen in the gaming community in a long time, and it's now saying for the first time ever, a console that's been released more than 3 years ago now costs more than it did when it was first released. And in particular, I'm talking about the PS5 Pro, and Xbox One X. Um, and the fact that you are being charged more for something with less, they know the PS6 is on the horizon, and the fact that Sony hasn't backtracked on this digital thing. As a game creator yourself, what has been your response to this notion?
Uh, well, obviously hate the digital only shit, right? Like just like it, Sony kind of like Sony making this out to be a market response kind of thing is actually like I have to give them credit for making it for their messaging because like they can sell this incredibly well because oh we're just people are just not using physical anymore because first of all Sony is the one who controls the physical distribution.
Mm-hmm.
They are the ones that are making the discs. So they are the ones that get to control how like how they market the physical releases, which
Yeah.
they have been downplaying ever since the PS5 came out
Yeah.
because they were going to eventually completely remove physical. They knew they were going to do this, so they were starting to downplay physical
Yeah.
to the point where half of the games that you buy now on physical in PS5, they don't even have a disc.
Yep.
It's not a disc. You just open the case and it's just a fucking game code.
Yep.
And with regards to the AI in games, it's actually like super maddening to me. Like I'm
Hmm.
not gonna lie. I absolutely hate it to the point where like, back in 2022, 2023 even like, there was still like this exploratory phase of like AI, right? When it
Yeah.
was like kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
So, I played around with LLMs and even like some rudimentary at the time image generation models. And then just in 2024 and 2025, suddenly everything is like super hyper realistic and like super scary. And LLMs are now generating like, to be fair, LLMs still generate awful text,
Awful,
whether it's
awful
code
text.
or like just English text. But in terms of image generators, it's actually kind of nuts
I,
how far they've improved.
yeah, I think that's the most from an artistic standpoint and from a visual. Just I have a like people who deal in the arts have a keen eye for detail, so you can tell there's certain knickknacks and quirks about saying that you guys look at my art on screen. You can tell there's a distinct art style I have. But now that there's some stuff that I have to look at longer than 30 seconds, and that's concerning to me.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to pay attention to stuff you look at,
Yeah.
which kind of sounds crazy to say. It's like, oh, were you not paying attention before? But it's not like that.
Yeah. 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 It's not to be dismissive of the work. It's to basically say I didn't have to work this hard before to just enjoy art.
Yeah, yeah. Like in order to appreciate art, you have to first make sure that it's ethical.
Yeah, exactly. You got to give it an ethical
Whereas
screening.
before you knew if whereas before you knew it was ethical or not by the fact that by the just by virtue of knowing who made the art in the
Made
first
the
place.
art. You know.
But now you don't know who made the art, and if you do know who made the art in quotes in question, you have to be sure that it wasn't them using AI to make it.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Do you feel like there's any room for people who are using it?
Um, Ideologically, no, not for me. But in terms of just like in general, like how the industry will react? Unfortunately, yes, because like there was a big stink when Steam made it like if your
You
game
got to
uses AI,
tag
you
it.
have to
Yeah.
disclose it on Steam.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really do much. Like it doesn't affect your visibility in any way on Steam in terms of like
If people
discoverability.
can buy, yeah. Yeah.
And the AI disclosure tag is at the very bottom of the Steam page. Most people don't scroll that far.
Scroll that far. Yeah. So you're basically
I
saying
think
Steam didn't go far enough.
well I hesitate to say that because they do say that like they are against like pure slopware games, where it's just like, obviously just made to cash in, right?
Hmm.
But in terms of just like ethical concerns, I think like they could have done like a little bit better. It seems like the player base is you know, kind of divided on it as well, where,
So
I don't think there's a middle ground
yeah,
where
because
it's either people who are vocally against it or they don't care.
and I think it comes from the perspective of the type of games you're into. If you're into like those
Mhm.
slot cards type situations where AI slop can whittle its way in, but it was never supposed to be high in fidelity stuff, then yeah, go for it. But I don't foresee you working in an engine like Godot or Unreal 5 and making something with the AI generated model because
Well, that's really funny you say Unreal, because in Unreal 6 that they've recently announced, it's not
yeah,
out,
it's not
but
out yet. Yeah.
um like AI integration is like their priority number 1 for Unreal 6.
Literally the only reason why I think they're even making six is just to get the AI, get that AI off.
Well, yes. So the funny thing about that is that Unreal since Engine 4, since Unreal 4, they had this visual programming language called Blueprint, right? So
Hmm.
right now it's Unreal Engine 5. So they had it for two major engine versions. In Unreal 6, they're taking it out and replacing it with a text language for, I can assume, only one reason. It's so that LLMs can work on it.
Yeah, yeah, once again, not saying that like this isn't something that can't work, but it shouldn't be forced for everybody, right? And and I think there does need to be like there needs to be call me crazy, but yeah, there needs to be like an integrity launch on this. Like, yeah, if people who don't rely on a something that can basically stealing other people's work to make it should get higher preferential treatment in my eyes. Um,
Well, to be fair, I think I think whether it can work or not is to me, unfortunately, a question of ethics, right?
mm,
Um Personally, I'm entirely against it, right? But I will concede that like people on the by and large just don't care because they don't have time to care, because games are entertainment and not art primarily,
mm. Well, yeah,
if you know
okay,
what I mean.
yeah, I totally, I think I hear that because I, I'd be remiss to sit here and say that the perfect lurker has elements of AI, if that's what you want to call it, because I did reference AI to help me with the code. But is that its intended purpose, or the if the moment AI touches it, it's trash. It's not ethical anymore.
Well, to me, that's where I draw the line personally. The thing with um the thing that makes it slightly different for the perfect lurker is that I you don't like there's a level of separation between you and the game,
Mm,
which is your Twitch channel, right?
mm,
So it's technically, I guess, not really me interacting with it. It's your interface,
face,
you
yeah.
know? But in terms of other games, like, games that you get on Steam, like, I'm gonna be really bummed. Like, I don't I don't look at the code. Obviously, I'm not gonna care about the code that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I am gonna be bummed if I'm like, oh, this guy like wrote, I don't know, like half of the game with AI, right? It's slightly more defensible for LLMs and code,
Mm.
but I'm trying to be principled about it, whereas like I'm trying to be as principled about LLMs as I am about image generators or sound generators or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Keyword being try, because those are like are different, and sometimes I'm not gonna care. I freely admit sometimes I'm not gonna care if the game is good enough, but I'm trying to not be like that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But if it is like image, if the like the textures or are AI generated, then I'm absolutely not gonna support it at all. Like if I see one AI generated image in the game, then I'm probably gonna be out. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's a principled stance, and I'll play devil's advocate here just because like this would be the realm that I fall into if I ever had the talent, patience, or time to build a game out. I would disclose that I used language models to help me write the code, but like someone who's just a storyteller and just wants to use the code, the ML to help them write the code to tell the story. That's where like I think I'm a little bit more lenient because it's one thing to be making a game independently and not have all the skills. Now, does that prevent you from taking the route that I took, which was learn how to do some of the coding on your own so that it's an asset and not the main the bread, the meat of your whole entire code? Because if I'm thinking about in comparisons, if I'm using percentages, 10 to 15% of Perfect Lurker had ML support. The rest of it was literally built live on stream with the team. So like
Yeah,
I guess that's where like
my counterpoint to that, though, to that like artisan that doesn't know how to code, right?
mm-hmm.
Like I have two counterpoints to that. One, write a book
Ooh,
or do other media, right? You like, does it have to be a game, right? If it has to be a game, like, I mean, people figured it out before. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
I'm sorry, but like Flash games, like
yeah,
the do you remember Flash games? Like the
yeah.
majority of people that had their first like Flash game were not programmers before. They figured it out. You know what I
Facts,
mean?
facts.
It's like I'm sorry, AI is just like, it's like an easy hit that like, and this is not even getting into like all the problems with it, right? It's like just the whole concept of it being that it's um a gateway to get your idea out there, to like actually make a game, whereas as if you couldn't do that before AI. It's just, I think that's like, I don't think that's a good argument.
It's a sense of I can hear where you're coming from, which is a sense of laziness, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a sense of laziness.
it is absolutely, it's laziness, and it's kind of, not to make this a critique of America again, but it's kind of Americanized.
Oh yeah.
It's like, it's kind of like, I need my treats and I need them now. It's like instant gratification kind of thing.
Facts, facts. No, that's why for me it's the argue. If I could then push the dial a little bit more, because I've been self-proclaiming all over the internet, I'm not buying GTA 6 because I don't like their current principles on this diskless game. We haven't seen any gameplay. We haven't seen any gameplay. They got $130 version of the game out. There's basically this conspiracy that when everyone starts the game, certain people will have access to certain parts of the map that other people won't have access to. That the base game basically gives you access to a section of Vice City, which is the Vice City from old, but the extended map will be given to the people who bought the extended parts, which is crazy. GTA can get away with this, but
Yeah.
like am I being Am I on my soapbox? Should I get off? Does anybody care?
Talk your shit. But you know I will always enable your worst impulses, so
I think like for me, when I think about GTA in the sense of me like, because I would never stream me playing GTA, and as soon as I finish beating GTA, as soon as I finish beating GTA, I would never play it online. So I would literally just sell the game. But there's
well,
some
you won't because there's no physical.
well, yeah, exactly. But I think I would be more upset. Oh, okay, I guess I'm using this as a premise to say I would be upset if I beat GTA 6 and went back to just run around in a tank and turn on the radio and the playlist that I made doesn't exist anymore because of licensure issue.
Which has happened, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure. I think I would be upset if I opened GTA to play the game and they told me, "Hey, you know that part of the map that you beat is sectioned off now because you don't have the DLC."
I
And
think
all of that happens
this
because
might
they
be
have the
this might be
digital version.
copium. This might be copium, but I think if they were to do the whole map sectioning thing, it's likely for online only. It might be cope, but I feel like in single player the use of like the I guess like the kind of the utility of people having to pay to access locations in single player is very you get very diminishing returns for like if you're Rockstar, I think it makes a lot more sense for online for sure for them,
Mhm.
but for single player, but then again it is Rockstar, so
It
what do I
is
know?
rock, and they have carte blanche to do whatever they want. They have carte
Yeah.
blanche to do whatever they want. I dare Bethesda or anyone else to try this shit. We will burn you to the stake. Axe Mario World.
Well, Bethesda can also get away with it.
You think Bethesda could get away with something like this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Elder Scrolls 6, yeah, I guess so.
They got it, bro, they created the DLC meme. They created horse
But the
armor.
horse meme, yeah, you're right. They did start it, yeah. Horse armor
They're
meme,
the
you're
ones who
right.
started it.
They're the ones that started it. Damn it. So then the question is the question is do is I'm gonna say this for myself. I would steal a car if I could download it. But how important are indie developers now more than ever? Like
Oh, super important.
I
Of course.
dare I say Steam might become like the epicenter of gaming if it hasn't already.
I mean, Steam already is the epicenter of gaming. You're in your little console bubble.
And well, okay, but that console bubble also got pre-orders on a digital game upwards of $300 million. Steam ain't
Yeah,
doing
but
that.
Steam pulls in 2 billion yearly.
Oof.
And that's Steam. Steam takes 15% from developers.
Versus the 30%.
Wait, no. It is 30%. Never mind. But still,
Okay.
okay. So they pull in 30%, right? And they made 2 billion every year.
Ooh.
Steam made that, not developers. So I think Steam is fine.
Okay.
Valve is gonna do fine.
I stand corrected. I got me a little Steam account so I could favorite and wish list some stuff. So, out here stranger supporting some shit. But with the price hike of all of the equipment and all of the stuff now, like I
People are
think
gonna be
like
making lower powered games for
ooh,
lower powered PCs.
what so how lower powered games.
Well, by lower powered, I mean just like, not AAA graphics level.
I come from a school of playing on a PlayStation 2. Graphics were never that important to me to start with. What up, C Films?
So, okay. So, I've heard a lot of people say that, and then when they see a game with a unique art style that's not just, trying to be realistic, but trying to do its own thing, they get turned off by it. So, I don't know.
Well, yeah, because those people are we call them ball and gun gamers, right? They only like games that have balls and
Yeah, they
guns in them.
they like Madden and COD.
Yeah, ball and gun gamers don't have artistic opinions on it. The uh when I look at Super Hot, which they converted into a VR game,
Great game.
great game. It's made out of fucking polygons that are worse than stuff you saw on the N64.
Yeah.
So artistic decisions that don't affect gameplay are welcomed. Um,
Or that do affect gameplay, actually. Think
yeah.
of like, uh, actually, Super Hot, kind of, because it's mostly just two colors, right? You got
Mhm.
the white, and then you got the red for the enemies, and then also Mirror's Edge, very striking as well.
Yes.
Kind of realistic, but it was like very focused, stylized realism, I guess, where all the important elements that you could interact with or parkour on were always red, right?
Yes. And I look at
So
I also look at what's the word I'm thinking of here? Um Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed series. I say that the artistic direction of that game doesn't need the graphics it needs, but then I sit here and will literally I'll get on the horse and ride the horse for 15 minutes just so I can look at the landscape of it all, because I do I you can say whatever you want about that game. That game is beautiful to look at. Beautiful to look at. But
yeah, I think there is absolute like the difference is that like I think there's absolutely value in like games that are gorgeous with realism, right?
mhm,
I just think that it's infeasible for an indie to pull that off. But there have been indie studios that kind of do it well. I think it's just that it's it's harder and more expensive to do for indie studios, and then you also get into a debate of, well, what is an indie studio exactly.
that's a good question. What do you think of Minecraft graphics? I've never played Minecraft, but like that's like, for me, I don't think Minecraft's graphics are why people play Minecraft. I think Minecraft is played because of its accessibility and its actual flexibility. It's so simplistic. You can put your imagination on it. I venture to say people who play Minecraft have a different artistic eye of what they're seeing versus what they're playing in their head, if that makes sense. It's like when you see a kid playing with two toys and he's having this epic battle in his head. The toys are just the bread or just the foundation for the imagination. Or like I'm thinking of Dungeon and Dragon. They literally have a person there just to tell the story. That's what I envision from Minecraft at this point. But once again, I don't play, so I don't know. But I think that is a great part of it, because one of my favorite games of all time is Infamous. The Infamous series lives in my mind as one of the best games ever made. And every time I turn it back on to go play it, I see the brown and gray tones everywhere and the horrible skybox that's just hiding, clipping buildings in the background. And I don't even flinch. But I guess that's what good games actually do for you. And but I was, and then also I think like time spent watching and looking at a game, it establishes what it will be in your mind. I don't know. You got a perspective on that? Yeah.
Sorry, I was I did listen, but I was away from the mic. I think also kind of funnily, this ties into instant gratification again, whereas realism is easily relatable, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can instantly like recognize something that's realistic versus something that's stylized. And so I think at least part of the reason why that's part of the reason why those games are appealing to a broader audience is that they don't really have to think too much about the art style.
Mm.
I'm not saying that like, you know, everyone who plays Madden and COD is just,
Dog
super
water?
fed
I
up
am.
on
No, I am.
flop. I listen, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I am. Get fucked, losers.
I may think that. I may think that, but I didn't say it. Okay?
Okay, fair enough. Hey, fair enough. Get fucked, losers.
But
See you
I
in the
definitely
comment
think it's a
section.
part of it.
That they, because if their mind doesn't have to make so many changes, I guess that also, I mean, using that same thought process, that's probably the reason why they get so frustrated when the protagonist is anything other than the backside of a dude named Jack, Jill, John, or Jacob.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
But
okay. So you know what's really strange about that? I thought that this is actually something we're gonna get into some trans discourse in here. So
ooh,
get your uh get your learning hats on, right? Um I thought that straight white men, mostly white, would enjoy playing third person games with a female protagonist if for no other reason than, to look there, right? To stare, to
yeah.
check her out, right? But that's not really as much the case as I thought it was going to be because, it's a big thing for trans femmes specifically, like probably trans masks as well, but especially trans femmes to like if you have like a choice of gender presentation in a third person game, you know, to pick, what speaks to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of trans femmes will pick a female presenting avatar. And if they are not entirely sure about their transness, like if they're, still figuring things out, when questioned, they usually give that as a response is like, "Oh, I just don't want to look at a man butt or whatever the fuck," right?
Mm.
That's
Hmm.
like a pretty I wouldn't say universal, but it's a very common trans female experience.
You know, the part that I take from that is one, um, for the extremely like this is for the fringe group, right? So if you feel like I'm talking about you, um, go to therapy. Uh, for the fringe group of individuals, they don't like women, so they don't want to play as women. So even
Yeah,
looking at
exactly. That's what I mean. It's like it's kind of crazy that like, if they're supposedly
now,
sexually attracted to women, right?
yeah, now the
But they
thing,
still like no women.
but now the other part is it it's their dog whistle. It's the way that it's the quickest way to figure out if they should or shouldn't like a game. Because if you only like balls and guns, well, balls and guns literally don't include women. So it's just a quick dog whistle for themselves. But like ultimately, when I get this question a lot because my main character is a woman. And very much so, my main four characters are just my life split up into four different parts. Two women, two men. But the main story is ran off by the woman. And when I was in 2016 when I first designed Izemi, I designed her as I envisioned somebody would be if they had my dominant personality traits. And that what came to me was a woman at first. So I never thought of my story as being as interesting from coming from a male perspective as interesting as it would be coming from a woman's perspective. But that's because I actually have the ability to kind of see outside of myself. And I also am very comfortable with splitting my personalities up.
And
I
also because you're not a woman.
Well, and also because I'm not a woman. And and to that effect, the most shy and meek version of myself, I also do see as a woman as well. So both the most confident and the shyest version of me are both reflected very strongly in women's personalities. Because when I think about the women who had the most effect on me for those traits, they came from women. They didn't come from men. Regarding the graphics versus gameplay, I think simulators demonstrated that this well. The story kind of creates itself, and the graphics are simple, yet the gameplay is engaging. However, when we talk about something like GTA, where both need to be strong, I think it really depends on games concept. I disagree with that, Neverlog, because San Andreas, Vice City, both on I think PS2, worst graphics of the whole entire console, best game, best stories. San Andreas has the best stories hand down for me. GTA 5 is literally a game I struggle to remember the story. And I fear that GTA 6 is running into the issue that COD is running into, which is no one's coming to play the single player anymore. Everyone's just coming to do the online.
Fucking love San Andreas.
San Andreas, like, I still sit there and read like pasta memes about is Bigfoot alive or not. Like, it's still just that's still fun to
Oh
me.
my god.
It's that's
Remember all those fucking videos? Oh my
of just
lord.
the fake videos that people make,
Yeah.
the passion that those people had to just go out there and make that shit. So I can definitely understand where you're coming from when you're saying, like, for certain stories, they just need to have strong. I'm not saying that GTA 6 will be better um with the graphics of San Andreas, but if your gameplay should only add to the story, the story should only add to the gameplay. Graphics should never enhance the story nor the gameplay. Like, graphics is just the cherry on top. That's how I've always looked at graphics. If the number one selling point of the game is graphics, I'm gonna show you a shit game. Or a tech demo, because that's the only time graphics should matter. Tech demos. And once again, I'm not a game developer. I am a consumer. But I've never bought a game because the graphics were amazing. That's just your boy.
He's a real one.
That's just your boy. How much
I am
time?
not gonna lie though. I don't know why I had this impression of you, but you definitely gave me ball gamer vibes. I don't know why.
It's the way I talk. it's the way I talk, and like I do have a very overbearing personality in the sense that I don't let shit slide past me. So, like, you would assume
You
that
are jockey.
yeah, oh yeah, like yeah, like I am. How do I say this without making sure I don't ruin any of my chances of getting into the DSA? Um,
You are hyper masculine, let's say that.
super, super. Like, I am literally like but I'm also the most straight edge person you would have ever met. Because like fiscally conservative based on autonomy of people, extremely liberal, ultra competitive, non-conformative, but establishment based. And I just call it a well-rounded overall personality because like everywhere that I've had to live, I've had to
Yeah,
find
you can't be saying fiscally conservative if you want to get into DSA though.
but you can but then like you could say how do I feel socially? My personal financial belief is fiscally conservative though. But as far as a social society, fuck it, free everything. But I'm gonna save my money.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I'm just saying that the words that you're using
But
to convey
how else
that,
do you describe that though? Define
I don't know.
define that exactly. But
I well, well, yes. So ironically, ironically, it is socialism. But what I'm saying is that saying it's fiscally conservative is not the well understood meaning
for sure, it's definitely
of the
evolved.
terms.
It's definitely evolved over time. So, needless to say, like, but I do embrace that version of me because there are a subset of human beings on the internet who just polarize their existence of being part of these fringe groups and don't know how to get out of them. Like there's a couple of people who watch me, and every now and if like once in a blue moon, I'll get a message on not TikTok on Twitch or like a Discord message, and it'll just be like, "Hey man, you banned me. I got banned from a channel, and you put me in timeout, and you were talking shit about me for like 10 minutes, and then like I just knew when I get out of timeout, I'm gonna just like drop a slur and leave." But then you started talking about something else, and I was like, "Damn, he's making some good ass points." And I was just like, "Yeah, because I'm a shelter for degenerate motherfuckers on the internet." And Yag's the headmaster, and like we try and conform, folks. We'll do our best to help you, but like at the end of the day, I'm not I don't go for just anything. So like I try and keep people safe in my community, right? And that includes you, dickhead, right? I'll keep you safe too, but you gotta do the same for other people here. But yeah, I could totally see how someone saw me as like, and that's the vibe. I mean, I don't wish that I could change that perspective of me. I don't know if I need to, but I get it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to change it necessarily. I just think that, it might, and I'm saying like take this with a healthy pinch of salt, or maybe even an unhealthy pinch of salt.
Mhm.
Like it might lead to people not want to engage with you in good faith, but that's their problem, first of
Mhm.
all. But also, first impressions in that, not really a big believer in that, but if it's something you want to be aware of, feel free. If not, that's totally fine too, because fuck them people.
No, I to your point though, I have to bank on people meeting me halfway. Like, cause I think about like
Yeah.
Ear, Maddie, like the community that the external community of streamers that I engage with. And I don't think it's on accident that I engage with that specific group of people, right? I don't think it's an accident that I met Ear because I know you.
No, you met me because you know Ear.
I met you because I know Ear, right? But like besides that foundational point, I think Ear mentions it every time I raid. powerlifting, beard. We like bears. So like for me, I didn't need to know much about ear past that. I was like, this is a solid combination. So like I always try and I always welcome people to do this. Give people the opportunity to fuck up. Doesn't mean you can't not protect
Yeah.
yourself. But I'm a firm believer in like, you don't gotta like me. Like I'm thinking about some of the pillars, like I'm thinking of, oh my goodness. Her name is literally escaping me right now. Something with time. My goodness.
Time enjoyed.
Time enjoyed. I haven't seen her stream in almost a year. But whenever she chooses to come back, I know why I started following her or I started engaging her. She was learning Python like me and she liked to draw. I like to draw and I was learning Python. So like I seek to understand people's passions more than I seek to understand their reasoning because uh, this sounds really like trivial, but like I expect people to fuck up. Like wholeheartedly faceplant. And I don't expect the recovery to be good. That's why like and I know yeah, you tell me I have to do better with this, but I come off as being accepting of what people say. When in reality, I just want them to understand you don't have to be this way. There's a better way of managing this. And rightfully so. If they can find it, cool. But if they can't, I won't sacrifice my community to appease them or bring them in. But I do give the cadence that I'm maybe too welcoming or something like that. But I guess it's also a
I don't
situation
think
of
it's a problem.
I
I don't think it's a problem.
I sometimes think it's a problem. I do.
Well, okay, well that's a you thing then, but like
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem. Like I think it's just that rather than it being a you thing, I think it's a me thing where like I wish I could be like as open to people as you are. You know, like
Hmm.
I got burned too many times, so I use it as like a protective thing for me to just like boot boot people on their first infraction. Like if their first time chat, like that's literally what I do in Aaron's chat, right? If
Hmm.
someone's first message isn't a hi, hello, good evening, I'm instantly suspicious. And
Yeah.
their second message better be a fucking hi.
I'm thinking of
I don't do that here because, I apply it, I don't do it here because I like to play with people as well a little bit, which is kind
mhm,
of like in conflict with that.
yeah.
But when I see a clown, when I'm like, when I know that we can have fun with a clown, or like just talk shit and know that they're not gonna come back, I'm like gonna be okay. I'm just gonna say something funny, or I'm gonna wait for Hero to say something funny. I'm not gonna like do anything. But if it's
You wanna know who used to have a grand old time with that? Grimy. Grimy used to I mean, Grimy would be in tears laughing about like
yeah,
the way like I would come after these fools and like Grimy was just like and then he was like, "Hey, dickhead, what you say?"
yeah,
So like there is a sense of like retribution and fun out of it, but like man, the internet's not a real place. Like uh, like like I also and then also I understand that like um my demeanor and also my demeanor and also my effects of life. Like I feel like my accomplishments satisfy me. Like somebody was asking me, like, "Oh, Hero, I'm training for a 5K. You want to join me?" And I was like, "I have no earthly reason to try and accomplish such a physically draining activity. I've accomplished all the things I need to in life. I'm content." And they were just like, they were like, they got really defensive. Like, "Oh, what does that mean? You think you're better than me?" No, I I just I don't see the reason for me to be out here. I'm 300 pounds. I'm not running 5K. Get the fuck out of here. You know how much they had to pay me to do it in the first place? Why would I do it for free? And I think like I take that as a relic of like my symbolism of the past. But at the end of the day, whatever like wants to come of it, I know that like I have the ability to protect myself and the people in this community at all costs. And if I can't do that, then like people won't be here. People won't stay here. If that makes sense.
Yeah. If like I do find that you are like I don't know how else to describe it, so let me know if this is like not the best term, right? But you are a bit of a contradiction in a fascinating way to me.
Mm. No, I can see it. It's a human reaction or nature to want to put people like you put
Into
people
boxes, yeah.
into boxes. So like people put me in boxes all the time, and then like, and the thing that I always tell them is don't be surprised if you come back to the box and I'm not there. Like that's the thing I warn people against. Yo, you put me in this box, and I'm not gonna fight you about what box you put me in. But if you come back and I'm not there, don't ask me like, hey, why aren't you in that box I put you in?
Yeah.
Because
It was
then,
me that put you in the box, not you.
yeah, like I didn't shoot you one go get a padlock or some shit. Um, if you want me to stay, but like, but
Whoa no. Whoa no.
but then also too, it's like hopefully the game plan is that you start to pick up on some things like, oh, hero is hero is like part of this mindscape of things where he doesn't need like the gratification of people liking me or some stuff like that, right? I don't need people to be on 100 with me about liking me. Like all of those things are candidly things that I don't care too much about. But at the end of the day, I do want people to feel like one, they're being respected. You know, they get what they put into this to relationship that they have with me, and I want them to feel like they're being like supported. But teach his own.
Yeah, and that's why I kept coming back, right? Because like
Mm.
when I don't remember if it was an errand raid or something that I came here at first, but I remember like one of the first streams I remember staying in was actually on the identity booth. Um
Mm.
and really unfortunately, you were talking about NFTs.
Oh. Oh no.
but but after the NFT segment was done, you were talking politics, and I'm a bit of a politics freak. I don't know if you noticed. So I was like, okay, that's an interesting thing. I don't remember for the life of me what you were covering, but I found the contrast between like you covering NFTs and then something else political.
Yeah.
Like I found it surprising, I think, right? And then you were doing coding streams on Coding with Strangers, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll keep the politics stuff to myself, but I'll hang out, and I did, and then kind of retired Identity Booth, and then
Mm. No, I think like, and isn't that just the joy of it though? Like, what more could you ask for in the sense of like being able to like get so many facets out of somebody, and like why would you ever want them to like not be this most? I really do believe people are this multifaceted creation and amalgamation of themselves, and they just have so many interesting captivating things about them. I'm always so interested to know more about people and like that aspect. And I take, and maybe I take myself a little bit too serious sometimes. Like, I no, definitely I take myself very serious. Like I don't fuck around. Like when I set out goals and missions and things I want to accomplish, I'm not moving kindly in these worlds. Yeah, I'm trying to turn on the goddamn game. I'm struggling over here. Uh, I don't know. Oh, I think it's being confused by Krita. It's trying to pick. Yeah, I hope so. Especially in this day and age where like it's getting harder and harder for people to like find their community. Making friends in general. Whew. Whew. Yeah, you're right. I don't even want to begin to imagine. Wait, can people hear you on this channel? No. No, they can't hear you. I gotta fix some things. Hold on. I got my camera. What's this one? That's my second camera. But people can't see the game. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's being censored. She tried to put me in a box, y'all. I ain't going for that shit. She tried. Well, we'll be back to this regular schedule. Captured foreground window with hotkey. Capture. Uh, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, is it relying on Discord? No, it's not relying on Discord. That's my capture card. Uh, okay. All right, one problem at a time, y'all. Let's fix that. Uh, that's not gonna work. Huh. Oh, okay, perfect. I can do this. And then I can turn this on. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna hit this button. We're gonna say transform, reset. Boom. Okay, now the game is on. That took way too long. What is this? I need my padlock. All right, cool. Got that. And then we could switch this out. Cancel. News. Nice. Okay. Put this right under hero. Perfect. Yeah. I didn't even know it was 11 o'clock. I got to get 1 hour in. I got to get this 1 hour in. Perfect lurker. That's the only only game in town. We already know who wins that game. Is the bot still working? Oh yeah, it's working. It's working. Um. Okay, now let's fix the sound. So I don't plan on using SFX, but really all I have to do is bring over the web one, and then but I should be able to hear the game. You don't hear the game's audio, do you? Oh, actually, it might be just so low that you can't hear it. Hold on, let me. Oh shit. Oh yeah, yeah. There's no sound coming out of that. Where's Assassin's Creed audio at? Oh, it isn't voice meter 3. Uh, priorities. What up, Mad Guns? That's an interesting name. Let's see, game capture, properties, monitor and output. Let's see. Can you see me? Um, do you want me to? You know, I'm open to it. uh, okay. All right, yeah, I think they can hear you now.
Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, you and the music are sharing the same. But I don't know why the music is coming, but yeah. All right, yeah. Let me pick up my controller. Oh wait, I gotta fix the YouTube page. Shit. My bad, YouTube. Let me get y'all right. I think I'm using the second camera. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, what we doing? Objectives. All right, so all of those people are dead. I think I was over here.
Damn, I can't see Mad Guns anymore.
Mad Guns, come back. It's not safe over there. Gotta kill 100 bandits. I'm only killed 10 out of the 50. What else I gotta do here? Retrieve T-bowls. Retrieve 89 crest. Okay, so yokai. Uh, what's this one? Unknown organization. All right, let's track down this fool. He's in Western Yamato. Or did I come here with a purpose? Where am I? I'm in Taba. Let me see. Is there anything in Taba that I need to do? Yeah, there is something I'm doing in Taba. Assassinate silver smuggler. Oh, okay, so it's this guy. I'm looking for this guy. Okay. Alright. He's in Taba. Cool. He's west of some F word. Fukuchimia. I don't see that shit on the map nowhere. Oh wait, here it is. He's west of this place. He's waiting at Onaki Shrine. Oh, perfect. He's right here. Alright, let's go kill him. Are you serious? I can't fast travel.
I gotta edit your stream info for you.
Oh, you did?
I'm going to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because I am playing. Oh, yeah. I need to find the sponsor part. Hey, guys. How you doing? We're here on another sponsored ad.
Oh, never mind. I can't. I thought lead mods could do it, but I guess I need to be an editor as well. Never mind. You're gonna have to do it yourself.
Oh, what? I gotta do some hard work? 4 days of Ass Creed.
No, you can't say that. We won the sponsored segment.
They gotta catch me. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 31 minutes. They have to catch me. Ironically, though, I think there's like 10 people that stream Assassin's Creed specifically. 4 days. Assassin's
4 out of 30.
Creed.
Is it actually fucking 30 days? Do you actually have to do this for 30 days?
Yes, I have to do it for 30 days.
What? That's fucking crazy.
Why did I go to Japan? Because I got sent
Why
to
did you
Japan.
agree to 30 days?
I mean, okay, 30 days for 11 days in Japan? Come on. Or die trying.
For an hour at a time, too? That's crazy.
Hey, call it with... Like, look, I'm not... Hey, I told you, I'm gonna shill. That day is for me is come, and I'm shilling. Okay? And
I'm
let's
still
just...
surprised it wasn't like a standard contract, too. Like, you got away with so much.
So much. Like, and the person I was dealing with was such a cool person. Not even gonna cap. And they just knew. They
Shout
felt...
out to the Ubisoft rep.
See it? Shout out to the Ubisoft rep. All right, where are we going? Oh shit, there's something nice over here. Are there any bad people here? There's some nice. There's a nice token over here. Let me get that token real quick. That shit's shiny. And it's unprotected. Oh yeah, don't mind if I do. Oh, it's a talisman.
We got to go on the trip for 11 days to Japan. Well, not half. I don't know how much of it was actually funded by Ubisoft, but at least a substantial amount.
Yeah, a substantial amount that I don't think I'm not complaining about that shit. Not even a little bit.
No, get the bag. Like, it's just crazy to me with like how much they let you do.
Oh wait.
And once you go offline, we gotta talk about something else, because I don't want to say it during a sponsored segment.
I appreciate it. This place is right here. I believe this is it right here. Okay, so all right, now let's go. Let's go kill this guy. He's right below us. I play a game with no fall damage.
Is there fall damage in this?
There is, but I have a talisman that prevents me from getting hurt when I jump off. Oh, he's over there. See that blue dot? I play a game with no fall damage. Where the fuck you go? Oh, he's all the way down there. All right, let's go. Y'all giving me a straight. Oh, damn. Is he dead already? Y'all ain't killed my boy?
Blood. Someone was ambushed.
Damn.
Wait, wasn't it you that killed him?
I did not kill this person.
Oh. I thought I remember you being in
Lord
this area
Fujitaka's
last
men
time.
ran into trouble. The blood is still fresh.
Follow the blood trail. All right. Do I? Okay. Whatever. Let's just go. We know where this leads.
I do like that the subtitles show
A
like
cave.
the tone of the
Good place to
character,
hide.
like the tone of the line.
Yeah. No, it's they try their best. From an accessibility standpoint, I'll say that. Okay, we're in here.
Like I don't actually think I've seen that in a game, like in other games.
Are you kidding me right now? I have to go into this cave? What the fuck? Nothing? Alright. Don't drown down here. Where? There's something over there. There's something over there. Alright. I gotta turn off these lights because I feel like this is about to turn into a maze. There's 3 items in here now. Oh. Oh wait. There's someone here. The guy that killed the guy is walking down there. Alright. Is there an alternative way? Okay, no. Always gotta check the dark corners, y'all. It looks like there's only one of them, too. I seriously underestimated how many people are down here. There's one,
It
two.
looks like just one of them there.
It looked like there was just one. There's 5. All right, we're gonna kill all of them. Oh shit!
I can't get caught here.
Tell me about your beautiful children some more? I really thought this one would last longer.
For the massive turd that just left my body. Yeah, Zima, make sure you wash your hands though. I feel like I could
I
have.
was gonna say let's have a moment of silence for Zemo. He's
Yeah.
gonna get a 10-second timeout. But... Fuck it, I'm the mod. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Hey, during the sponsored ads. All right, let's go kill that person.
Oh, I didn't realize this was also Spider-Man.
Oh.
That was strange. I will cut you to pieces.
Oh. Okay, plan A didn't work. Oh. Okay. That didn't work either. All right. Oh. Get fucked. Oh.
Their leader has inside information on Lord Fujitaka's operation. Enough to get his men.
All right. Where's that other guy at?
I need to find the leader of this smuggling ring. Put an end to it once and for all.
All right. So my original plan to sneak up there didn't work as I intended. Immediately got caught. So I had to murder everybody in here. Also, I didn't know Naue doesn't have an automatic block feature, so I need to install that on her. Because what the fuck am I doing fighting people?
Fake gamer.
Fake gamer for sure. Give me Yasuke's big ass. Why would I want to fight people with my bare hands in this bitch? Got her big ass. I got a big ass tank. Oh, there's still someone in there. Am I missing someone? You didn't hear all your people dying just a second ago?
Must have been the wind.
Hey, come find out, fam. Oh. What's good? Bring your goofy ass over here. You didn't hear all your people just die down there? Alright. Hold on. Let me explore a little bit more, because where the fuck did he come from? Oh, okay. Oh, those bats scared the shit out of me. Where am I? Oh, this is how I got in. Okay. I'm back at the entrance. Oh, so you mean to tell me I could have ran across the hall? I didn't have to kill all those people? Woe is me. Unnecessary parkour. Alright, let's get out of here.
Unnecessary but cool.
Yeah, very. Alright. So that part's done. Where was this? This was the Tomba one? Am I blind? Where's Tomba? Oh, it's on the right. Alright, so he's dead. We got one left. Alright, let's track him. Anything special here? Alright, he's in Harima. Where is it? Where's Harima? Oh, okay. North of Hajima Castle. North. Oh my goodness, there's so many things here. She's in Mai Mansion. Oh, thank goodness. I love it when things are like right there. Okay. So then I need to fast travel. I guess we're fast traveling to Hajima Castle and then escaping. Where am I going? Oh, it's right there. Okay, perfect. All right. I don't take fall damage, so I jump from anywhere. I don't take fall damage, so I jump from anywhere. Oh. Get up there. I don't take fall damage, so I jump from anywhere. Oh, you climb.
I wish there was no fall damage IRL.
So do. Oh wait, is there? You think they want to fight, or?
No, I'm sure they're very nice.
I'm sure.
Close.
Oh my goodness, I'm switching to Yasuke. I'm switching to Yasuke. Who's this loser? Oh, he's an enemy, but I can't target him. Let me see if I can get closer. Oh shit, there was another one. But I can't target him either. Who else is here? None of them are showing up as enemies. Alright, fuck it. Oh, fuck. People are dead. I can't assassinate. I'm switching to Yasuke. I don't want to... I haven't tried the new Black Flag remake. But I do have a code for it. Ubisoft was kind enough to send me one, but have not switched over to play it. I gotta beat this game. I got 30 days. Pray for me.
He's doing it 1 hour at a time.
1 hour at a fucking time. Alright. We're going in as the bull. If y'all want to fight, now's a good time to do it. No hostility. Y'all really about to let me kill her? I'm actually confused.
Why does it have to be a brutal assassination? I guess they become aggro once you kill her?
I don't feel like they should have let me get this close. Okay, I'm gonna go Moxie punch kick his ass. Okay, yeah. That hurt him and he doesn't want to fight me. Okay, yeah, okay. They don't want to fight. So I'm just... If anything, all I've managed to capture is literally the game. Like, this can't be real. This is a glitch in the game.
Yoshisada is behind all of this.
This has to be a glitch.
He's even
Oh!
going to your location
Oh!
to-
Okay, now they want to fight. Now they want to fight. Alright. What's up, brother? Your back's broken. And now your head's smashed in. Hey, get fucked. Now for you. Oh, you're quick. Not that quick. More quick. Yeah. Yeah, you're dead. Club to the head. All right. You're dead. That had to have been a glitch. There's...
You nearly fought as well as I did.
What the hell? Who called you over here?
Who's this guy?
He's an ally. I didn't call him. Oh, I must have hit one of the ally buttons. So, like, that had to have been a glitch, right? Because there's no way they let me walk all the way up to them, kill their main person, and then go irate when I read the letter. So I guess they were there to protect the letter. You gotta love a Ubisoft game.
Yeah, they were like, well, as long as he doesn't read the letter.
Is it? Hey, you know what? You killed our homeboy, but that letter, if you read it out loud, we're coming for you.
Was it even out loud?
Yeah, he monologued it.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Like they weren't allowed to know the contents of the letter.
Like they were supposed to know. Yeah.
But
Silver.
they're supposed to protect it from themselves?
Yeah. Okay, so now she's gone. Reveal truth to Futai. Okay, whatever. So let's get there. Reveal. Okay, where is this? It's at the Soji Temple. Let's fast travel. If I'm just telling people what I found out. That man did not last long at all. Where my horse at? Like I said, this game's pretty as hell to look at. Oh, y'all don't want beef? Y'all must be some good guys. Keep up the good work, losers.
Your horse got auto travel? That's crazy.
It'll let you auto travel, but I'm not that lazy. I never understood the auto travel. Like, if you're gonna be sitting down in front of the game, why don't you just want to press the buttons?
It does become a little straining, though, actually, come to think of it.
But I would understand that if there was nothing pretty to look at. But this game is pretty to look at.
Yeah, but I mean, like, holding the stick in
Oh.
position for an extended period of time.
You're right. Accessibility. You're right.
Law and poetry, I understand. But the affairs of criminals will forever elude my grasp. Thank you.
There is something else, my lord. One of your men is behind this.
Your Sada? This must be a mistake.
The man handles your affairs.
Bitch, do I look like I lie?
Steal from you with such ease.
Such a weighty accusation demands undeniable proof. This could be a forgery meant to throw my clan into turmoil.
Then I will get you that proof.
I hope you are not mistaken. For your sake.
I will kill you right here, brother. All right, let's go prove that I'm not lying. What am I looking for? Silver smuggler. They're in Tamba. All right, let's go make it happen. Tamba. He's inside of Misa Castle. Oh, which is this castle that I haven't conquered yet? Surprising. Hey, that means I got to ride all the way up there. All right, let's fast travel as Noway. fast travel is now way. Go up there, conquer that castle, kill the guy, steal get the sacred treasure, and then go back and tell that dude I was right. Also, let's take a quick look at her inventory because I thought I could deflect. Deal 100 damage to attackers on deflect. What's my mastery? I thought I had the deflect feature already part of my shit. Or maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Increase damage. I got 42 points with now just sitting here. That's actually crazy. I said I wasn't going to upgrade myself anymore because the game has literally become too easy. You know, because I'm a pro gamer and all.
Yeah, of course.
I thought you were gone. I thought I could get away with that. Where is it?
Brother, even if I'm gone, I'm still listening.
Counterattacks can now be performed on unstoppable attacks. Increase counter. But how do I do it? Oh, it's passive. It happens automatically. So if I'm blocking, it'll happen. Okay, I gotta get into a fight with Naue real quick so I can understand how this works. Because if it just happens, then I can stop blocking. Where am I trying to go? Yeah, except no, I'm listening. Diabolical. This isn't really much of a hideout. I'm literally on the coast. Come here. All this damn money and this horse still won't come to exactly where I am. Feel like I've seen some shit. Alright. Feel like something strange is happening here.
White-faced Oni! Leave this place! Take your religion with you! My wife said she'll leave me to join your damn church! I won't allow it!
That was interesting. Oh. I'm assuming that's a roadblock.
You want to guard the moat, ask the commander to reassign you.
It's unguarded right now? I knew it! Some shinobi is going to enter the castle on my watch and kill everyone inside.
Don't mind if I do, brother. Don't mind if I do.
In game design, we call this signposting.
Oh, that's what that is? I was prepared to just run up into the middle of the road. But if you're telling me there's an easier way in the back, I'll take that. I don't want to have to jump in the water. Ooh, there's something in the water. And just like that, I'm easily distracted. Get out of the freezing water. Now, for the love of everything that's good, get out the water. Oh my God. Oh, there's two of them right there. Don't run. Shit. It's too far. All right. The person I got to kill is right there in blue. All right, let's kill this guy first then. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there. You're not making this feel very realistic now, eh? Oh my god, look at all this stuff over here.
Ripe for the picking.
Oh shit. Alright, let's get rid of this real quick. Oh, or I once tried to drop the bell perfectly on this guy's head, and it did not work. I think it only knocked him
You
out.
gotta get him to the bell at first. Like, you gotta make him stand under the bell somehow.
Yeah, I think I hit someone perfectly because I think this is an achievement. But I want him to get it. I don't want the other guy to get it. So I gotta wait till he's moving. Come through, fam. There we go. Ah, shit, too far. Oh, throw it. Oh, I missed. I don't know where that landed. Oh, I was way off. All right, well, you're dead anyway. All right, one down.
Wait, you killed him with one kunai?
Oh, yeah.
And he had like 6 health bars?
6 health bars, yeah. Like I said, I'm not upgrading myself anymore because this game is too easy. There's no one here. Oh, that person has a key on them. Oh, yeah, come find out, brother. You not willing to find out? I'll introduce you. Which way is that dude looking? Come find out, brother. Hey, what's up? Oh, shit. Ooh. Get down now, wait. Where's the other one? Yeah.
It's nothing.
Oh, word? Oh, shit. Wrong move. There's a bell over here, too? Shit. Oh.
Man, it's crazy how much
What?
you get away with.
Oh, yeah. It's like I said. This game would literally be on easy what they let me get away with. All right. We're running. We're running. We're running. Get up there. Get up there. Okay. And there's a white chest in there as well. Where are the rest of these guys? Okay, there's some over there. None of these are the people I need to kill. And that's another thing, like, it could be just the monotony of the situation of just having to find the person you gotta kill. Okay, there's someone in white over there.
Yeah, I guess you're not engaging all of them.
Yeah,
So-
like there, I guess in their mind, it's a better experience if you just one by one clear house, but doing this for 50 castles? I'm sorry. Okay, there goes the other guy. Let's get this shit out of the way.
It is kind of like an age-old like design thing where stealth archer just always wins, you know?
Oh shit, I missed. Okay, there's one.
And you are literally playing the stealth archer.
Yeah, literally. All right, there's two over
Like,
there.
there's no counter to a stealth archer at all.
And I mean, it's the most overpowering version of this, but then how do you challenge me?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, they could challenge you, but like, how do you do it without making it feel like bullshit? As
Yeah.
well, from the AI side.
Wow, that was a hell of a
Like, you know,
jump.
their AI is definitely aware of you, but
Yeah.
it's just that they're not like reacting to it as if they are aware of you.
Facts. Oh my god. Okay, at least the last two people I need to kill is right here. Shit! I gotta get on the other side.
You gotta cross the road.
No, I'm jumping on top of that building. I'm not crazy. Yeah, from up here, I should be able to kill him. Who's this guy? There's a guy in blue up here. Alright, let's kill this guy real quick. Oh, word? Oh, no. Now wait, you fucking idiot. Shit. Oh.
Oh, good thing the moat is unguarded.
They lied. Who is this person in blue? Yeah, come find out, brother. So I can kill that person over there. Hey, yo, what's up? Bring your big ass over here. Oh, shit. They heard that. Up the mountain. Up, up, up. What is he? Why is he in blue?
Why'd you jump off?
Because he's in blue and I gotta talk to him.
Oh.
Oh, he's not in blue anymore. Bitch! Oop.
I think that was like a quest marker for hearing their conversation about.
Oh, yeah, from beginning. Oh, shit, you're right. Run! You're right. Okay, then we're going back inside the moat. Oh!
Just one guy left, right?
Yeah, 2. 1 plus the guy I have to kill for the story mission. Alright, so who else is by you? Oh, you by yourself? Let me holler at you, brother.
That was definitely something.
Oh, shit, you can see me? Okay, run. Haha, juke move. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Get juke, brother. On the mountains. Get fucked. Up where? Now he don't let me down. There, the girl. Get up there. Alright, both of them are in the same place. Even better. How many kunais do I have? 2? Just appropriate number. Get on that mountain. Ooh, there's a magical fan in there. Oh shit, someone can see me? Who was looking at me? I'm about to put a kunai in your face, brother. Ah, you're too far. That's fine. I'll kill him first. You really don't care about none of that shit happening around you? They won't let me... Oh, shit. They won't let me assassinate him. I guess I can do it the old-fashioned way. Brother... Oh. You want to talk?
I wish you hadn't told Lord Fujitaka about my business.
Don't you mean your betrayal?
Ah, Lord Fujitaka is a great warrior and poet, but a terrible accountant. I only took what I needed. Anyone else would have left him destitute.
That still makes you a traitor.
Oh, you think I'm going to fight you? Head up? No, sir. I'm going to assassinate you. Yeah, once you can't see me anymore, you're dead. I'm not trying to fight your big ass.
It's like, where could she have gone?
Oh, shit. I can't hide from him? Alright, so I actually gotta fight you.
It has 17 health bars.
Nah, I don't think he can see me now. But there's a bunch of people here that could fight me, so... Let me... Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can't see me. Perfect. Oh, he keeps getting alerted to me. Okay. Ah, fuck it, we're fighting. Hey, dickhead, come on. Hey, hey. What's up? Oh, that did not work the way I thought it was supposed to. Oh, yeah. Oh, what happened? Get your goof ass. Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? Oh, man, that actually hurt. Oh, you got friends coming? Oh! Damn, that hurt. Oh! You got friends? Motherfucker. Oh! Alright, we're going in here as Yasuke. Y'all think it's sweet?
Oh shit.
If y'all think it's sweet, I'm going in here as Yasuke. And I'm killing everybody.
Kill him first though.
Nah, I'm killing every. I'm taking out. I'm not even taking down the alarms. Look out, Jay. Oh! Oh! They started me in the fight. Fuck this. Woo, 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 woo. Nah, you definitely lost me, brother. I'd pick on me too if I was me. Hey, yo, what's up? In this bitch. Switch up. Don't let me switch up. I'm currently enabling the gameplay. Think I'll give a damn? I will swim to another mission.
I will swim to another mission.
Switch me out. Yeah, oh yeah. Now run it back now. Keep that same energy, losers. Now aim at me, fam. Aim at me. I'm bringing the blicky to y'all. Good. Get up here, Yas. Get in the window. Or not. Where's he at? Oh, he coming through? Oh, yeah. Now let's go. Now let's see how you act now. Get down. Boom. Nah. Nah, come here, brother. Yeah, come here, brother. Nah, fuck that. Oh! 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 Hey, yo, what's up? Backbreaker, brother. Hammer, brother. Oh, word? Hey, back up off me. Get up off me. Alright, now what? Hey, what's up, brother? Oh, 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 oh. No, I'm killing everybody here now. I told you I was coming back, and you're the person causing me trouble. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, you're dead. Oh, word? Oh, shit. My bad. My bad. Let me... Oh. Yeah, I'm pummeling you, brother. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. All right, who's next? Block. Smash. Smash. Hey, yo, what's up? Oh, 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 oh. Bombs, bombs, bombs. I'm here. What's up? I'm here. What's up, brother? Oh, word? I would. Get out there. Get out there. Get out there. Where are you at? Come here. I want you. Backbreaker. Drop it on him. You're dead. No more arrows from the sky. Hey, yo, what's good, brother? Oh. Oh, yeah, what's up? Oh, another block. Hey, go call those other guys, because I'm here to fight everybody. Oh, yeah. Hey, yo, what's up? Oh, you're down? Now your head's gone. Hey, yo, what's up? You're dead. Who's next? They don't even know a fight's happening. Hey, yo, what's up? Get down. Where'd he go? Oh, word? Come here. Hey, yo, what's up? I said I was gonna kill everybody in this bitch. And I meant it.
I
Oh,
love your enthusiasm, but it does sound like a waste of time.
no, come find out, brother.
You only
Come
got 1 hour.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I did kind of overdo it. I did kind of overdo it. All right,
Yeah,
let's...
it has actually been an hour.
Hey, come here real quick so I can go get this fan and treasure real quick. Because I don't even think I killed the final dude.
I think you did, no?
No, I think there's one more. I think there's literally one more. Oh, no, I did. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go get the treasure and we're out of here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I see. It's the white one over there. Yeah, steal some of their goods. All right, let's switch up. Let's switch up Naori real quick, so we can move faster. But there's no one else left to kill. Well done, Yasuke. Get up on that rock, baby. There we go. Now he would have made that jump. All right. Yeah, that was refreshing. And the one thing I wish they would just let us switch them in real time. Even if they gotta like stop the screen a little bit.
Best if I remain unseen.
No way they don't.
Because you always have to be in like... Alright, so what are we looking for? Like literally, Yasuke cleared this whole entire map, which is crazy. Who is talking? Where is... I thought I saw it. Damn, where do these people come from? Oh, there's a fan here. Oh, okay, I see it. So let's put one here, take this one off, and get this one. All right. So the trophy's inside of there. And I'm assuming it's being guarded by all these people. So let's get this
No,
one
it was
first.
guarded by the guy.
It was guarded by the guy.
For the mission.
Yeah. Shut up. Oh. Oh. Too many people. Too many people. Oh, shit. All right, fans secured. What's up, baby? Oh, it's inside of here? Shit. Nothing, brother. All right, we got it. We're out. Hey, what's up, baby? Whoop, 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 whoop. Run! Now's not the time to jog. All right, we're out of here. Nah.
You're a filthy thief.
I am. And watch me fast travel out this hole. Okay, castle's been conquered. You're right. I was having way too much fun. Where is Tamba? All right, cool. Fast travel. I think he's in Fukushima. Oh no, he's right down the road. Yeah, listen. We can walk to him. Hypothermia don't exist in a game where there's no fall damage. Whoop, 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 whoop.
I mean, you're not wrong on the effect, but I don't think you're right on the cause.
Yeah, for sure not. You walk around with your sword and shit. Oh, they both are. Who are they looking for? Y'all can't be looking for me, right? Ooh, I saw something. Got it. From a distance. I love that for me. Who are y'all looking for?
An assassin broke out into that castle. Can you believe it?
Come on. Craziest news I've heard today. They stole a fan and what? They took how much money? Yo, what up, dickheads? Watch out. Damn, that deer was going crazy. I know you sent Yasuke to do this mission, but I came back.
Lord Fujitaka, Yoshisada is dead, and I have the proof you wanted. A confession by his own hand.
I was a fool to hope you were wrong. I am sorry.
He valued his judgment over your own, and saw your trust in him as weakness.
I have had my fill of treacherous ambition. There will be no alliance between the Akechi and Hosokawa clans. Would that I could walk away from these earthly affairs. If a poem should break my heart, it would be from beauty alone.
There is no walking away from our duties, Lord Fujitaka.
Oh shit! Is there supposed to be another fight? This is a cutscene.
Uh-oh.
Naoe's good at fighting one-on-one, but when it's a group of them, she just doesn't have the stamina.
Or the reach of her weapons.
Because you can switch out her weapons, but like I can't counter her other weapons. Like I like Naoe on a heads-up battle for sure. Okay, so Tampa's done. All right, Tampa's done. Are we heading over here? Assassinate insurgents. Oh, Harmon. I need to fight Ronins in which part?
Alright, I gotta bounce.
Oh my goodness, there's a whole army of them. Yeah, I think this is a good place to call it quits. We finished one mission. Yak. Stay.
Your mandated hour.
Get my mandated. I'm a prisoner. Somebody help me. Say help. Oh my goodness. What am I doing up here? All right, where's my solo camera? Appreciate you, Yak. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate everybody coming in. Good. Solid 3 hours. We love that for ourselves, you know?
3.5.
3.5? Wow. Wow. Yeah, we did get it in. Hey.
It's good to vibe, not just doing content, but just talking.
It's healing the soul. Healing the soul. Nah, I appreciate you. Thanks for the community. Thanks for the conversation, the chat. And we had some strangers come through too, so that was nice.
Shout out to strangers.
Yeah, shout out to strangers. I'm gonna find somewhere safe to put y'all. But y'all say y'all bye to Yag. And I'll probably see you on Monday. You have a great
let's see where the smoke situation develops tomorrow in New Jersey.
Yeah, during the game that's gonna be a very interesting thing to see.
Saying that the rains are gonna relieve it somewhat.
Yeah, the rain clouds tend to break them up. But if it's higher than the rain clouds, then it really just causes the humidity to get trapped underneath the cloud, the smoke cloud. Am I tweaking? Oh no, I'm not tweaking. Okay. Religion of this Yuki. Let's see who's streaming. Who I want to stream? Oh, what's Yuki doing? Science and technology, design returns. Sure, that's cooler than what I've been doing. That's cooler than what I could think of.
Are you really gonna rate her when she has 6-7 viewers? Come on.
Yeah, because then I could throw off the number.
Oh, you don't like 6-7? That's fucked up.
No, I'm an 8-9 type of guy.
You're getting age mocked right now.
Do I strike you as the type of person that cares about socialite things? All right, let's get over there.
Saying 6-7 is a socialite thing is crazy.
It's important to somebody. You know, as long as I have the right audience for it, I'll forever be young. Now, will I be relevant is the question, but young? Yes. All right, we're going to go see Yuki. I appreciate y'all. Come again? No, you weren't. I think that's why I think she came in and dropped some bombs earlier. I was like, what's going on? Or Icon hit her or something like that. But, nah, it's been great. Thank you, honestly, again, Yag. Just having the cool chat, a catch up of a sort. Why can't I move this? Who else we got to say thank you? Shout out to Icon being the perfect stranger. C Films, number 2. Who's number 3? Robotech, comfortably. Obviously, the Queen sits high at the part of the perfect lurker. Yak not too far behind. And Robotech, 3 for 3, taking over the threes. King, 3rd place in all places you need. All right, I love your faces, y'all. I'll see you on Monday. Peace.